Last we left our heroes, you stood on the precipice of an unfathomable task: to withdraw the true name of Asmodeus from the three books of keeping, one of the three books of keeping. The name is recorded in one of these ancient tomes by tricksy night hags who had created the three books and who bred the Yugolovs with their naming magic as well. Facing down its ancient evil, you began your preparations so that Gord Dunsworth may attempt to delve into it and withdraw the true name. Inspirations, healings, and words of encouragement rang out as your warlock opened the tome. Soon, he and the rest of you were surrounded in smoke and fire as the fiendish spirit within attempted to fight back. Hellfire snakes erupted out of the book and attempted to bring down Gord before he could finish the task, and together you fought to protect him. As this fight flared up, you also became aware of the rapid approach of your greater quarry, the General and his justiciars. In this deadly trance, Gord challenged this element of Asmodeus and was successful in learning pieces of the name. The time was slipping away fast, and you were all being worn down by the hellfire of these name protectors. Finally, Gord was released from the trance, and with only one failed attempt, successfully learned the devil's true name, and in a dialect of ancient celestial, came to learn it is Ahriman. One piece of the puzzle behind you, a new threat presented itself. Stepping through the vault door and through Hondo's electrified wall of water, finally came the General and his justiciars. Seeing you with the Book of Keeping, you watched his casual demeanor turn ferocious. In response, Alana drew the shard blade, passed it to Mary, and as Gord placed the book before you all, a brief moment of tension was suddenly cut as Gord used Zeus' fate to hasten Mary into action. The General prepared and sprung forward, cutting into several of your members and breaking that spell. Disaster nearly befell you, as the General was prepared to shed your blood. And despite you having the book, he still felt little threat. With Mary slackening as the haste spell was broken, Boone stepped forward and hastened her once more, giving her the adrenaline to strike out at the General, just as he unleashed a cloud of deadly poison around you all. She struck hard and true with the shard blade, with a blade hit that would have killed any mortal man. The General, however, was only angered. Repositioning, but preparing for the final kill against you, it was Mary again who acted first. Imbued with magic and holding the blood-covered blade, she struck down at the book, once, twice, and with a final strike, you watched the shard blade tear through the tome and send its pages scattering in a smoldering, shrieking display. As the smoke cleared, the General's wounds were not sealing, and his confidence wavered. Seeing that Mary struck hard and true, and with the power of the shard blade cleaving the General's head from his shoulders, in this breathless moment, you were successful. The General lay dead, the true name of the devil known to Gord, and the book destroyed. The room rumbled once more, as the battle above you raged on. Gathering yourselves, healing, looting the corpses of the corpse of the General, you returned to the surface and found a war-torn courtyard. Pockets of rebels and crimson coins still tangle with one another, but they're few and far between. And at the center of it all, the master of time, Mordenkainen, twisted the laws of physics to hold the massive machine, this shard-bound construct, 100 feet in the air. And as you stand in the doorway of the broken facade of the Garrison House compound, we begin today. In theory, you guys have a moment here before you jump into battle. As you look across the scene I've just described, Mordenkainen stands in the middle of the courtyard, difficult to gauge, maybe 80 plus feet from where you're standing. There's the broken wall. There were doors, but there's no point. The wall itself is destroyed. You can walk right out to like the kind of awaiting balcony that descends on stairs down to the main courtyard. You can see there are 6 or 7 smiths and Crimson Coins still in hand-to-hand combat right on the steps in front of you, all as you're kind of finally taking that first couple of steps into the room. And all about you, inside the Garrison House, is death, ruin, blood, smoke. What are you guys doing?
Can I use thaumaturgy to make my voice boom 3 times as loud? And be like, The general is dead. If you wish to join him, keep fighting. Show them, Hondo. Knowing you're holding this fucking guy's head.
You hold the head aloft. Boone, go ahead and make
Let there be war.
Let there be war?
It feels like the opposite of what Boone was
Very
trying to say.
opposite. Very opposite.
Well, we got a dragon to fight.
For that purpose, I was about to give you advantage, and now I take
That's
that
okay.
advantage away because Hondo made it confusing. But go ahead and make an intimidation check.
23.
Okay. There's no immediate response. The people that you can see immediately are in the midst of combat and just fighting for their lives. Like, they're not going to immediately just back down and risk one of the smiths getting a killing blow. However, everyone go ahead and make perception checks across the board.
I'm going to look at everyone and be like, hey, do you think this dragon will rust if we throw water at it?
Oh, God. Here comes 5 rounds of Hondo dousing this thing's foot in water. I got 9.
18.
Okay.
What are we rolling for?
Perception.
Perception.
It's what you can see across the battlefield.
Natural 20.
Nice.
I rolled a 1, but I think it's my expertise, so 10.
A 1 cuts away that. That's my
Damn.
one stipulation.
You're just licking
15.
the juice of the general.
You are-
To that skull.
You are very focused on just trying to impress upon the people of this head. You're just getting very into it, and not really focusing on the combat itself, as it doesn't matter to you. You'll go out there and fight whoever's there. Mary, what was your total? Sorry.
17.
Then Gord and Alana, as the crew is just kind of gathered, the two of you look past Boone and Hondo's kind of like set up here. And obviously you see Mordenkainen, who you recognize has caught your eye as you've come out into the battle and are showing the general's head. And the two of you can see this look of surprise and like pride, as he just kind of like recognizes like how impactful that turn is and how much success has already been gained, but still maintains focus on his spell. You can see in the courtyard itself, in the wreckage all around the ground, Crimson Coin mercenaries stopped briefly to hear this empowered voice, and some certainly dropped what they were holding or turned to look to run, but the majority are still steadfast, and despite you knowing it's true, they are choosing to believe it's a feint of some kind. It's magic, who knows, and they are standing and fighting, at least for now. You can see that there's a pocket that is kind of stood atop a semi-broken watchtower that is kind of resting against a broken wall, and from atop it there's a sniper and one of these other Crimson Coin who are like trying to just organize. And all around from the rubble you guys can see Crimson Coin members, captains, humanoids, even one of the lieutenants pulling themselves like up and out of rubble and trying to heal, and like there is a significant decimation of the Crimson Coin. There are few left, but the few left are willing to fight. Whether to the death, you're not sure, but they're not back down yet. The key component here is up in the sky. You see the massive kind of semi-twirling machine, every now and again flaring from within, the spectral kind of draconic wings and form that presses through before being shoved back into the central container of the machine. And in that breathless moment, as head held high and Boone calling out and people kind of recognizing us, you watch the machine turn one of its massive fists, and as Mordenkainen has like shifted his focus to you guys for a second, actually not his fist, in the turn, the central chest kind of opens, this little like almost like a lens of a camera kind of aperture open, and you can see this pinkish light, and it blooms and a huge beam fires down towards Mordenkainen. In the last second he turns back to react.
Mordo, you shield.
But shield shall not save him here. He does succeed on the saving throw, which is good for him. You watch this massive beam, and you hear this thrum and whine of heavy, powerful energy slam into his body atop, like, kind of rubble he's like standing atop of. And you watch as he's got, one hand on a staff, one hand in the air, and balancing the gravity of the situation, the gravity that he's concentrating on, and the weight of gravity holding him down, fighting these two forces. And he moves just fast enough to like tuck and roll out of the way to take less of the damage. A partial shield coming over him to take some of it. But you watch him get slammed and like pushed, and all around where his magic protected him, the rubble is like embedded down into the ground, like a heavy slam of force into the ground. Let's see if he maintains concentration. He does. Despite this, he holds his hand still aloft, and he kind of curls back up from one knee to stand up once more, but then calls out to you all. Actually, does he have telepathy? He doesn't have it established with you.
Doesn't he have an earring?
But that would be an action.
To give it back?
He just yells across the battlefield, need some help, and maintains his spell as he begins kind of finding a little slightly better position to hide in. What are you all doing?
Hondo is using fucking insane theories in the chat right now. What his plan could be next? Oh,
we need
God.
magnets. Lots of magnets.
Where are you going to get lots of magnets from in a battlefield?
Don't you have a bomb, Hondo? Like a bomb would be handy.
If you can hold them off for like 10 minutes, I'll get some magnets.
Oh, okay, great. 10
10
minutes.
minutes.
Are we in initiative, or are we just fucking like you're just giving us a free little round here?
If you take aggressive action, it'll be initiative. I'm giving you a chance to, if you wanted to run away and get magnets, now would be the time.
Now's
Let's
that
talk
time?
to it. Maybe we talk to it.
Jesus. Kyle, how far away is the creature from us right now?
It's about 100 feet up in the air, and Pythagorean theorem, roughly 100.
Okay.
It's hard to gauge. It's kind of
everyone
oscillating. I will also say there's rocks, and there are rubble pieces and bodies, alive and dead, all about like a large cylinder that Hondo and Gord, you can kind of see the faint wisps of like an arcane circle in this massive like 40-foot cylinder that only like your arcane trained eye can see. The rest of you just see dust flying up, which is your clue to there being a reversal of gravity, but it's still active, so crossing it is dangerous to you as well. But what are you doing? Any aggressive actions? Are you entering into the combat, or are you trying to do something else?
I would say Kellic told us there's something inside that powers the whole thing. I don't know if we gotta destroy that or something, but we should spread out. If I know anything that's about dragons, we're just sitting ducks right here.
Go into the boat.
Dragons can sense invisible things. You ever fought a dragon before?
I probably have.
We fought so many dragons. Does it look like it's looking towards Mordenkainen still? Like or has it noticed us? I guess it's like a mech armor, so you can't really read facial expressions.
Your perception, it's difficult to tell. Even your insight here is no help to you. It has no expression.
Exactly, yeah.
So basically, using your perception, the body is like oscillating in the middle of the air, like it's continually spinning. So it's like, for a moment it sees the whole battlefield, then it sees back behind everything, and then comes back around. But you can see like it's charging up to continue attacking at range, and it seems to have a decent range with that beam. That was 100-foot line of forceful energy that slammed Mordenkainen. I will also say, using your passive perception and insight, Mordenkainen doesn't look so hot. He's been holding this fight without you for a long time. Now, he's a very powerful magician, master wizard. However, He's not infallible.
Okay.
I can go, Mary, go.
No, what were you gonna say?
I got one. I only have a little bit of spell energy left, but I could teleport 2 of us, myself and someone else, and try and get inside that thing. But I don't even know if we could manage to get inside it. It's just a thought.
There's a dragon ghost in there. I think we're gonna have to figure out how to get that thing out. All we know is spells are only gonna kind of work on it. So all you magic folks, just try to think of other ways other than casting something straight at the creature, unless we can get a chink in that armor. And Elena, I think that's where you come in. I'm going to use my action to summon Mira.
Sick.
Mira appears before you.
Anyone think
Elena, that's for you.
Sick.
Would a hag's needle work, anyone? Or how about dragon's breath? I can do that too.
We know it's resistant to magic, but these are good inventory searching.
The hag
Kyle-
won't work on this creature. It doesn't need to speak. It's a machine, and it won't work on a ghost. It needs to have a physical form. But dragon's breath is just going to give you extra damage if you want it.
Kyle, I think we've talked about this before. Would it take a long time to get the carpet out of the bag of holding?
It would, if that's something you all collectively want to stay out of the fight for. I'll give you probably 2-3 rounds.
Oh, I don't think we can.
He's not going to last that long.
Would it be possible to yell it to Mordenkainen? Any insights? Can that thing fly? Any big shit we need to know about?
Make a persuasion check.
Sure.
You asking me questions?
I'm literally reversing gravity
I know.
and fighting
19.
a whole army.
I rolled
19.
very well.
Well, just look at his stuff. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't be able to change tactics now. He doesn't have. Yeah. He says, shouting across everything. You're all perceptive enough to catch it, but it does get lost in the kind of array of other shouting and battle commands that you're hearing across the field, and then this powering up coming from the machine itself. But he calls out, its armor is protected against magic. It's been a lot. As another beam begins to power up and fire, he takes cover, and you watch it just blast across the middle of the battlefield as he's in the midst of another ray.
Gotta act.
That is a failure. In that moment of him speaking to you, he takes the brunt of the energy that slams him into the wall that he's kind of in a bunch of rubble, and he slams his head into the rubble, and you see him fall, and he's not out, but he drops the spell as a result of slamming. Like literally, he slams his head against the rock, and he is bleeding profusely from a gash across his bald skull. It does not look good.
How far is he from us?
We'll put you guys in the doorway.
It's always ominous when you can kind of see a corner of a map behind Kyle.
Yeah. He's roughly 60 feet from you.
Mary, could you use your eye of detail to try and figure out some secrets while we start this thing?
Well, you begin to look as Mordecai drops the spell. Everything. The machine slams and leaves a heavy crater where it falls. But you watch as it slams into the ground. It drops 100 feet. And yet, it stands its armor unscathed. And just begins to lift itself up out of the hole. And just a machine with no intelligence. It's got intelligence inside of it in the dragon, but it's got a sole purpose for destruction. And now at this point, with it on the ground, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh god.
Okay, I have a thought. I have a video game thought. I'll put it in the chat. Actually, can I ask you a question, Kyle?
Yeah.
You know when the iris opens?
Mhm.
Is there a moment before the beam shoots out?
Mhm.
Like maybe we have to throw the bomb in when the iris opens, like very video game style. That
Zelda.
could be
That's a pretty cool idea because it's not magic. It's just explosives.
Hondo,
Oh, Kevin has, right?
this is your calling.
So when it opens, I throw in.
Or like try to figure out if there's a way to do that and then get the fuck out of there.
You could try and hang on to it. You could try and whisper up to it and then throw it in.
I need someone to say release the Kraken before when I need to do it.
It's not even a Kraken we're fighting, pal.
Well, that just sounds good.
He's the Kraken in this situation.
Oh, that's interesting.
Then he takes his pants off, and it's really...
And then it's real tentacle time, baby.
Okay, 25 to 20.
I've got a 25.
How did you roll
Hondo, what's your initiative?
I only got 5, so 17.
Wow.
Wow.
I thought you just forgot to roll.
Me too.
20 to 15. Hondo 17.
19.
19 for Gord.
It's gonna be bad for me.
Hondo.
15
Allie,
for me.
15. Boone.
12.
Alrighty. Okay. You guys watch all of this happen. The drop, it falls down to the ground with a heavy slam, and are somewhat taken aback that it seems to have no reaction dropping 100 feet into the stone and earth. Your little knowledge of Arcurite gives you enough to see that it's going to take heavy blows, and according to Mordenkainen as well, like it's resistant to magic and spell energy. That gives it incredible protections that you will have to overcome. As we jump into the battle map itself.
Oh, no.
Now, you guys, I'm just going to line you up inside here, but this wall does not really exist anymore, so it hardly matters. If you want to be elsewhere, let me know. But just lining you up, figure that's appropriate. You did summon Mira. So we'll put Mira in front here. And just for a little bit of battlefield knowledge, Mordenkainen has fallen behind. You no longer have sight now on Mordenkainen. He's fallen behind this bit of rubble. All across out here and over here, I will angle up once you guys get out into the battlefield a bit more, are a number of like groups of Crimson Coin who are like trying to pull their friends out of the rubble and trying to amount a resistance. And then these are just kind of paired up Crimson Coin and Smiths. The Crimson Coin are all white minifigures. The Smiths are all colored minifigures, and Mordenkainen looks like a colored wizard. I know it's a really wide angle, but it's a big battle map, so if you need any more specifics in terms of distances and who's who, I have no problem telling you what's what, and we'll just go from there. Call it whenever you need. But as we pick up with Mary, what are you going to do?
Oh, fuck me. Okay. Which one am I? I just can't tell from this overhead.
You are right behind Mira here.
Gotcha. Okay.
I also want to just put just a small reminder. Technically, this is all raised up about 10 feet, and there's stairs down to the main level. So you guys are technically 10 feet up.
Okay, and Mordenkainen is behind that little pillar way the fuck over there?
You saw he was standing here, got slammed back, and fell down. So you currently don't have line of sight on him, but you saw where he was.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to get in there and start spreading us out, I guess.
Okay, where are you going?
Clockwise, around to kind of where Mordenkainen is.
Okay, so...
Can I jump over any handrails that I need to?
Yeah, if you jump over this handrail, you avoid an attack of opportunity. So 5, 10. Make an acrobatics check for me. It's a super low DC.
I rolled a 17 on the dice. So
You're fine. Easy drop. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gets you to there.
okay. I'll bonus action dash.
You're trying to get to Mordenkainen.
Just in that direction.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you on the other side of the pillar. You're not quite there.
Can I use my action? Fuck me. Shit. What the fuck is that mini? Fuck. I thought I could potentially get further, but I can't. Okay. Could I have used my action to dash instead of my bonus action?
Sure.
And then I'll see if it works. Actually, you know what? No, I'll use my bonus action to kick up the shield.
Bonus action, your shield is active. I'm going to give a little marker. Oh, no, I just lost a bunch. Let's give your shield is active.
And as I'm like running past and launch past those crimson coin asshole, I'll just kind of call out like what we were already shouting about. And be like, look, your boss is dead. That thing's not listening to fucking anything. Either get the fuck out of our way or help.
Okay.
That's it.
They don't immediately respond, but we'll see how this plays out throughout the round. End of Mary's turn takes us to Gord. Hondo, you're on deck. Gord, you are right here. Again, this wall doesn't matter, so you guys can just walk straight out. But Gord, this is you. What are you doing?
If I use feline agility in all my movement, can I get within 60 feet of like the giant creature there?
You don't even need feline agility. You could just walk that, I think. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60 is just on the other side of this barrier.
Okay, can I go there?
Yep. Throw me an acrobatics check, just real quick, because you got to jump over the railing. So it shouldn't be, it's not a hard DC, but just in case someone rolls a 1 and falls on their face, it'd be fine.
I will use Power Word Stun.
Ooh, okay.
See how resistant these bitches are.
You drop down on the other side of the kind of mantling over, and then using one of your more powerful spells, utter this word of power, and you watch it ring out towards the machine that is already kind of like it's pulling itself up and begun like a slow walk, but you can see like energy kind of ringing out around it. It's like gearing up to start smashing stuff. And your power word falls on deaf ears. No effect.
This thing's gonna be a real pain in the bee.
You're not sure if
That
it
was a waste.
Unfortunately, you're not sure if it was a resistance to magic, an immunity to stun, this creature in its construct nature, or its design. You're not sure exactly where that resistance comes from without closer inspection. But it seems to be, it has no effect on it. It continues this death march towards Mary and Mordenkainen currently. So that's your action and about 10 feet of movement.
As a bonus, I will do Herald of Death.
Okay. Now, Herald of Death, I think, has a radial fear, right? If people are within a certain radius, they could become frightened of you.
I become immune to fear.
I thought when you kicked it on, there was a second feature to it. If not, maybe I'm thinking of something I thought about making and didn't.
Ooh, if you
No,
click
there's
it,
more here. Hold on.
yeah, if you click it shows you more.
Addition, when you first embrace this deadly form, hostile creatures that can see you within 30 feet must make a wisdom save or take 46 psychic damage and be frightened of you within 30 feet. So where you are there, 1, 2. Okay, this guy's out of it, but these two guys who are right there have to make that save.
Suck it.
And actually, one does succeed. Actually, your spell save DC is pretty high. What's the DC? The one rolled a 21. The other one failed for sure.
Where do I find that?
Oh, actually, it's a 20 total. But it's at the top of your spell page. Right under the headings, your modifier.
22.
Okay, so they both fail. Both fail. They are both frightened and roll 46 psychic damage.
9.
9 points of damage to both these guys. You got it. That is action. Bonus action, 10 feet of movement. You want to move any further, or are you good?
I'll stay there. I like the wall.
Sounds good. You can see as you take on your form of dread, and as the rest of you are like running into combat, following your friends, these two who are right there, with the combined intimidation from Boone, Mary yelling at them, and then this actual fear effect, they're dropping weapons. They're in the process of running. That is the end of Gord's turn. Hondo, your turn is now. Allie, you're on deck.
Will you let it, like, how will I know if there's when there's an opening, like when it opens?
I will give either I'll give a note that it's preparing, or honestly, what would be better for you if you're trying to do something waiting for that would be using the ready action and saying, I'm going to hold until I see an opening, and then when it opens, or if it opens, you can then do the action. The only thing there, just so you guys know, to hold your action, you have to use your reaction to use the action. So it uses both action and reaction for a round. Okay. Just so you know.
So I will do that.
Okay.
So I will hold my lighting up the dynamite and throwing it in his mouth.
Well, you might have to get closer because you're really far.
I'll also say.
Oh yeah, I'll use my movement.
You can light it now because it's got a fuse, so you can light it, and you've got it lit for up to a minute. Like you can just choose to like.
You can always
shorten that wick, and like you can, so it could be lit and at the ready until you throw it in. But if you want to hold on lighting it, you can also. I'd give it to you to light and throw at the same time. I'm okay with that. But you have to get within.
God damn it, Hondo!
I'd say you have to get within 20 feet to throw it in.
Hold on, he's got to get
home phone.
His earrings on. His earrings on. Hello.
That's okay, we can move Honda. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's just a straight line. Honda's got to get to here at least, within this 20-foot bubble. 10, 15, 20. So he could do it using a bonus action, no problem. So Kev, you could dash with your bonus action to get within range, no problem, and then use your held action to prepare to throw.
Okay. Can I, like, when we say range, like, could I hide behind one of those boulders in front?
Yeah, you just got to get within 20 feet, as long as you're using it within 20 feet.
Okay. I will do that.
5, 10, 15, 20. So if you got to, like, right behind this, that would be within range.
Okay.
You're going to light and hold the dynamite, or you're going to just hold the dynamite at the ready to throw in. Okay, that's Hondo's turn. Alana, we come to you.
Okay, so I would have heard Mary say to me, here's Mira.
Absolutely.
So I will turn to her and just kind of like, I will just shout out as I'm doing it. I won't let you down, and I'll hop on Mira.
Okay.
Is there
Atop.
is there any way I can fly over atop the dragon and see if there is a way I can find like a hatch or something in the top, like over top of it?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
It's gonna be an action to make a perception or investigation check. Perception in this case, based on what you're describing.
Okay.
However, part of the mounting takes half of Mira's fly speed. So what's Mira's fly speed?
90, I think.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So Mira can get flying up 45 to be up and over. You're not quite over top exactly yet.
Okay.
So it's going to be a higher DC, just because you can't quite get a full visual. Just going to adjust this. So go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
To see what you can see.
Natural 20.
Beautiful.
Fuck yes.
As you fly over top and you can see it rises up and it's coming towards these two here. It takes a couple of steps in this direction and this like kind of pale moonlight that is perpetually around the nighttime in Sigil. And as you're on the up above it by about 15, 20 feet high up above its massive height, you can just faintly see a seam that looks incredibly thin. Like it's a nail thin seam around, kind of like almost like this top section here would pop up. But it's a very thin seam and you don't see a handle.
Okay.
That's what you see.
Okay. Cool. That's better than nothing.
So that's your action, and I think did we establish bonus action to mount creatures, or is it just your half?
I thought it was just half your movement, and the bonus action is getting the creature to like dash or do something.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so
That's right.
You could dash as a bonus action with Mira, or you still saw that from there. So now you still have your bonus action if you want to do something with your bonus.
Okay. Just in case it turns on us and sees us, and tries to attack, I'm going to use my last rage.
Okay. You go into a rage atop Mira and hope that it does not. I would say, what's its reach? With a natural, you roll the natural 20 for perception. I'd say you're high enough out of its reach for just like physical attacks, but you've seen that beam energy attack goes a long ways. It's going to be difficult to get out of that range. But currently out of like melee, like hitting you with its massive kind of like gauntlet fists, you're currently out of range, so you'd be okay.
Okay, awesome.
That ends Allie's turn. Takes us to Mordenkainen. Mordenkainen is hurting. He does that. And ends his turn. Boone, we come to you.
I don't know what to fucking do. Okay, I'm gonna
You're still
run. Okay, I'm gonna run forward.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Is that Gordo to my left with the rocks?
This is Hondo preparing to throw dynamite that you can see beginning to faintly smoke, provided this creature uses its beam attack. Obviously, you can see Allie and Mira above. You can see Mary dashed over here, and Gord is standing behind here, kind of back to the wall of this like marble staircase.
How high up is Mira?
I'd say about 40, 45 feet.
Okay. Could I take my full move, like use action move, to run left, like into this kind of debris, trying almost to get like cover, like imagine sprinting for cover?
If you just got behind this, that would give you like 3/4 cover.
Was that was that using my action?
That was using your action. It would get you half. You still have some movement left if you want to try and get further this way.
Kevin, it's a busy time for you. Okay, how about instead of that, I'm going to use instead of that, I'll use my action to use my Oath of Vengeance, my like vow of enmity to get advantage on attacks against this SOB.
Great. Yeah, absolutely. You mark it with your. Is there a range on that? I don't think so, but I think it's just something you can see.
Oh, it is. It's within 10 feet of you.
Oh, wow. Never mind. That's a close
It is a bonus,
range.
though. It is a bonus action.
Okay, so do you want to use your action to dash and then use that?
Yeah, let's fucking try and get closer then. What about that other rock?
So to get within 10 feet, it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to make this a space here, 30.
Yeah.
That puts you just in range.
Let's do it. Let's have fun with it.
Okay, bonus action. Vow of Enmity comes out. I'm going to try and just shift the camera angle now that you guys are out of this space. I'm going to try and pull the camera angle to the left so we can try and get a closer shot.
Let's do it.
Bear with me. We may put a cut in here.
Bless you. Yeah, we'll cut
Hey.
onto a sneeze. Give the viewers a little tour.
See all my stuff.
All
All
the
the-
minis he wants to murder us with.
Other things I want to murder you with. Say hello to Orcus. Hello, Orcus.
No, get out of here, Orcus. Is that Teddy? Yo, bring that size Teddy to this fight. I mean, much
Okay.
preferred.
Ooh, that's a
Oh
cool
my
angle.
God.
Fuck yeah.
I want to get just a little higher so we can see the guys in the back. And now
That
we
was
is.
so
Remember our
cool.
first episode?
Looks so good.
Yeah.
Bad it
Remember
was
our
compared
very
to this?
first episode, or even the second? What was the first fight we did? It would have been like the roundhouse.
Yeah, the roundhouse.
Amanda's first game.
Yeah. And now
Uh,
look at us.
Yeah, things have changed. Things are good. Okay, back into it here. So, a little closer shot. You can see, I'll go over where everybody is again, so it's kind of harshly lit, but I think it's moody. I like it.
I love it.
Mary, you're in a direct open line to the machine, unfortunately, but you are as far as you could get. Boone, you're tucked in behind this here. Hondo, you're tucked in behind this here. So, for purposes of range, I would give you guys half cover with this smaller rubble. I'd give you 3/4 cover with some of the bigger stuff in terms of AC boosts and stuff like that. Obviously, Allie and Mira are flying. Gord, you're still back here. And that is all the pertinent group members, I believe. And obviously, the big bad motherfuckers in the middle. So, that was Boone's action, bonus action, dashing, Vow of Enmity, end of Boone's turn. Takes us to the Crimson Coin members. This guy takes off running. This guy two of them begin to just full on flee from the fight. Over there, you see Gord. You can pick up this fight over here. This Crimson Coin takes out this Smith in a series of like a shot, and then as he shoots him in the gut, he brings a short sword up and shanks him like right under like kind of across his throat. He cuts the jugular, and the Smith drops bleeding as this guy kind of turns pistol rearing, looking around, sees nobody on his team, and starts to kind of pull back. Gets back behind there. You guys can see this figure standing atop over here. He's dressed like any of the other Crimson Coin. Doesn't look to be a captain. He doesn't look to be a Yugla. He looks like an orcish male figure. And in common, though, just shouts, "Fire!" And you hear as a bunch of shots ring out from the defending Crimson Coin.
What did he yell?
Fire.
Fire? Well, this fucking guy.
So, two snipers ring out.
So weird.
Let's see. I mean, yeah, Alana and Mira are prime targets.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
So with 2 shots. 2 shots. One I'm going to put at Mira, one I'm going to put at Allie. Coming up. So Mira, yeah, that's a fucking 25.
Oh, no.
And
Yeah, Hershey's a 12.
Alana, that's a 24.
Yep, that hits.
Both sniper shots connect as you slow down, you take your position to like try and get a really good look, and as you like confident, like there's a fucking hatch there, get shot in the like under the bottom of your ribs, and you feel Mira take a little bit of a hit too. Both of you are going to suffer 20 points of piercing damage, and I need both to make Constitution saving throws.
Is it reduced because I'm raging?
Yes, sorry, it is. So 10 to you.
Look, Mira still has more hit points than me, guys. She's like,
Yeah, she's fresh.
she has when I call her, she gets my max HP.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Fern don't get that.
she got natural 20 on her con save.
Okay, so she is not stunned.
Allie, don't be scared. There's a tiny person beside you. Which is the biggest hug. Oh my god, I love her.
That was a con save?
Yes, please.
Okay. 28.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
It hurts, but not that bad. That is going to be the snipers. That'll take us to the other kind of crew who are down here. That gets up into here and does not see a target, so he's going to shoot at Boone with his pistol.
Try it.
2 shots. Going to hit Boone. Boone, you have half cover, so it's an additional 2 to your AC.
Okay.
First shot is bad. That's a 13. The second, however, is a 25.
Oh, that'll hit.
Okay. Second shot does hit. 4. Oh, dang. Okay. 22 points of damage.
Jesus.
You don't have any particular poison. Some of that's poison. I don't think you have any resistance or anything to poison.
No.
Okay, so 22 total points to you as you manage to, like, you cut one bullet out of the air with your glaive, but a second does kind of strike through just into, like, the midsection. Not super deeply, but then there's a burst of, like, burning poison that stings. As you see, this target over here fires that. Over here. Yeah, another shot's going to go up to Mira from this guy down below. 15 is the highest. That's Mira's AC.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay.
Her AC's a 12.
The other one definitely misses. We're going to put 2. So Mira takes, 16 points of damage on that total.
Okay. She's still higher than me, guys. She's still doing okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. Okay, we're still good. They were technically at disadvantage because the distance, but so the second one would have hit anyway. So we're good. Just for my own certainty. That is all of the Crimson Coin. And that'll take us to the machine's turn. On the machine's turn. Let's see. Machine. Machine begins to just and gets kind of standing haphazardly over here within 15 feet of you, Mary, and looking in the direction of where Mordenkainen was, and yet you watch it kind of turn in this kind of direction of being able to see Hondo and Boone, and able to catch this Smith as well. And I'm going to give advantage to Alana and Mira. As Hondo, you see the aperture begin to open up as this bright pink purple energy begins to swell, and you see it like filling the entirety of the interior of the machine. It begins to collect light from inside as it blasts out a concentrated like beam, this massive burst of, well, you'll find out. I need Hondo, Boone, and to make Constitution saving throws. And
Does Hondo get to roll first?
we can do this all simultaneously.
Okay.
It's not going to stop the attack.
Gotcha.
No matter what Hondo does, but we'll resolve that, and then we'll resolve Hondo's dynamite.
On save?
Con save for the two of you. Alana, con save for you with advantage, and same for Mira, whoever's rolling for Mira.
So
I assume it is.
I've
24.
been rolling for it.
16 and 4, 20.
You succeed, you'll take half as much.
Oh god.
It's advantage.
Yep.
18?
Wasn't great.
18 is a failure, unfortunately.
Oh fuck.
I
then
got
there's
27.
Alana,
might be
you're
dead, guys.
half, or you succeed, sorry.
There's
And-
no way Mira saves.
What's your roll?
15.
No.
Nah, she's done.
Okay, give me a second here.
Yeah, I might be toasted, guys.
Using the
This might
old
be the
digital
end of-
roller.
End of Boone Vedette.
Ooh, okay. So, those of you caught in this this blast of, sorry, I read that message, and I thought I was having a stroke. Someone's playing Uno, and then I was like, wait, hold on. Someone's throwing out. Wait, cat? Okay.
The cat's
Chat's-
barfing, guys.
Chat's on fire tonight, folks. Just keeping it
I thought
light.
you meant she had to throw up. I was like, oh fuck.
I was so confused. Sorry. As it opens up this beam that you can see, the aperture itself is maybe 3 foot in diameter, right? It's not massive. It's big, 2 feet maybe. But the beam that comes out is like a Hadouken, like it grows in power and then blasts forward in this terrible sensation. As Hondo and Boone, you're caught full in the force of it. An immediate sense of withering takes over your form. The light is kind of pale pink and purple, but where it strikes, it feels as if your life force is being unraveled. It feels exactly what you would expect from being snapped in Avengers. It feels like you are turning to ash.
I thought I succeeded.
You did, but it still hurts. It feels like that. So
Don't you
take
worry.
30 points of necrotic damage and 36 points of radiant damage.
Ooh.
For a total of 66 if you failed, 33 if you succeeded.
I'm out. I'm down. Hilariously, I would have been down even if I didn't take that one shot before. Yeah. No, actually, I would have been just okay.
Boone, as you drop, you fail one death saving throw. This energy is pure negative plane energy, and it took your life, and it will eat away until there is naught but ash. Hondo, you're still up.
Yep.
You took half as much damage.
Yep.
Mira took the full 66.
Yeah, she's still up.
And Alana would take half and then half again because she's raging and resistant to necrotic and radiant while she's in her rage. So 33 reduced to, we'll call it 16 if someone wants to just note Alana to take 16 later. Yeah, Boone unfortunately drops in the middle of the battlefield. After that, you see it kind of turn back around to where Mordenkainen was, and just it like backhands the space, and its massive metal arm just like wipes through the stone like it's not but grass, and it just breaks this entire pillar to rubble in its strike. And Mary, you don't see Mordenkainen there. But you hear him get smacked and then reappear unconscious on the ground.
Fuck.
That is the end of its turn.
What about the Hondo throw?
That's right. Thank you. Hondo, you were held. You were ready. Go ahead and roll a d20. We're going to add your dexterity, and we're going to add your proficiency because you're a sharpshooter, you're an asshole, and you just throw shit all the time. It makes sense.
Okay, so I rolled a 10.
Okay. Add dexterity and proficiency.
Okay, so my dex is +5. My proficiency is +6. So 11 and 10, 21.
21.
You have it ready, and you watch the aperture open, and you're a sharpshooter. You're at the ready, and you throw. And you throw before this withering feeling hits. And you throw, and it tinks, and it hits the edge of the aperture and falls out instead of in. Unfortunately, not meeting the AC of the creature.
Where'd it fall?
Falls directly to the ground in the line Hondo through, which will be this point right here. It explodes, as it's going to explode.
Fuck.
So I need to see what the radius of dynamite is. And how many sticks did you bundle? Is it just one stick or multiple?
Just one.
He was going to try it out with one and then see what happened, from what I remember.
It's only 5 feet.
Okay.
From this point. So it does hit the creature, but it gets to make a dexterity saving throw. Which it fails with a 9. Go ahead and roll. What's the damage? 3d6.
One, 2, 3.
11.
Points. Okay. At the ground, it kind of tinking down into its massive boot. You see it explode, and you see like the soot, and it leaves a small crater in the dirt and the gravel of the compound ground, but very little damage to the actual creature. You do see, though, it looked like it's kind of charred and kind of dented very, very minimally. A section where it did hit, it did take that damage, but it does not seem to have made a huge impact, is what I'll say.
Not great.
So that resolves the that movement, and you watch as the aperture closes again. I will say, in that moment, Hondo, make an Arcana make an Arcana check for me, as you are intently looking towards the spot, trying to throw the dynamite in. I want to see if you can gather anything as you are in the process of doing so.
So 5 and 4, 9.
Jeez.
Your sole focus is on destruction more so than on learning, and unfortunately you just pull away from any extra intel you may have gathered in the split second as it opens. Nonetheless, we continue onwards. That ends the machine's turn, ends this round. Mary, we come to you.
Okay. I was going for Mordenkainen.
You now see him, where you didn't see him before.
I'm gonna give him a regular healing potion, because we need him. He needs to not be dead.
Use your action, you stoop down.
Take your medicine. Glug, glug, glug.
Okay. me just take that off. I still have 1 left, and it's not very much. 2d4 plus 2. That's a 4. That's landed on my lap.
Better
That's a
than
2. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points.
8 points. You pour the potion into his mouth and you watch consciousness return to him. Oh,
Fight's
I
not
hate-
over yet.
I hate seeing the other side. Let's not let that happen again.
That's fucking scary. Let's not talk about that shit. And I'm gonna, okay. 5, 10, 15. Okay, I'm going to try. I can't tell from here, depth perception wise. How high up is that structure that's behind us?
How high up is it? Like this bit here?
Yep.
It's about 5-10 feet of rubble, fallen tower, and wall. You could scale it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna start going that way.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
Would it be reasonable to parkour, and I'll use my bonus action to dash if I have to get towards where that guy is on the left who was yelling for people to fire?
The guy yelling was this guy over here.
Oh, I thought it was the guy to the left.
No, that's one of the snipers. You can see he's got his barrel leveled on the edge of the parapet, or on the edge of the battlements there. Oh,
Okay.
He was Kai? Or did he just cam up?
I think cammed off. He might be moving.
Okay. New plan then. That was my action. I'll try to do something different next turn, I guess.
Do you want to stay up here or no?
I like having the view. Can I use my bonus
Okay.
action?
You've got 10 more feet of movement.
Would it be possible to kind of get in behind that little block as like part cover?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Can I still see if I peek around the corner?
If you peek around the corner, yes, but if you want to take the 3/4 cover that it will offer, if you want to keep eyes on the battlefield, you get half. If you want to take full cover, it's... Actually, I guess it would be full cover or 3/4 cover.
Okay.
3/4
I'll
cover will
use-
give you eye line on the battlefield and +5 to your AC.
Okay, I'll do 3/4 then. I'm going to use my bonus action. I don't even know if this would work. Insightful fighting on the creature.
Let's find out.
Let me read the spell. I don't know if it's like if I can see the creature, right? Like it's the suit. Not spell. I'll read the
feature.
feature.
Well, yeah, insightful fighting still works. You're just learning how this machine operates, how it fights, what
Okay.
it does.
A creature that you can see that is not incapacitated. I have to make an insight check against its deception. Oh, I rolled my minimum. I rolled a 4 on the dice. Which
It's deception?
is- Yeah.
It fails.
Sick.
Okay.
There's
I think
like
I-
literally no reason to roll.
Okay. Cool. I think my minimum's like a 19 or a 20.
I mean, I guess hold on, I'll roll. See if I roll a 20, I guess.
Yeah. So.
I didn't, but I rolled very well, but it doesn't matter.
Oh wait, no, my minimum's higher than that.
Yeah.
It's a. Now I just gotta figure out for reference. What's 14 plus 8?
22.
No wait. 13 plus 8. 21. I was looking at my investigation, not my insight. Okay. Well, for the future. Good to know. Cool. I get sneak attack on it, I guess, if I try to attack it. I think that's it. I'm just gonna try to get up here and try to make sure I have a good view of everything that's going the fuck on.
Yep, that's your
Try
full
to
30
assess.
feet. Action to heal Mordenkainen, bonus action to insightful fighting.
Yep.
End of your turn takes us to Gord, Hondo on deck.
I'm gonna run up to that rock, jump
Okay.
off it,
This one?
yell out for Hondo, and then hit that bad boy with my Soulbreaker chains.
Okay. With your feline agility, it is no problem for you to jump and make your 2 attacks.
First roll, 28.
A 28 hits.
Second roll, 20.
20 misses.
Man.
8 damage.
8 points of the chains are a magical item. Is it just bludgeoning, or do they deal fire damage?
Damage type, it says piercing.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay, 8 points. You notice as you strike, they do leave some marks with it being a magical weapon. But it barely notices the second blow. Like you strike it and it just kind of slips away from its perfectly smooth metallic exterior. However, as you get close and you strike that first time, where you strike, it leaves a faint impression in the faint bluish armor plating, and you strike kind of on like the leg or like the hip area, and where the chain kind of strikes into it, you see this faint almost like purplish outlining that like fades into the armor itself before you take your second strike and miss, and unfortunately no follow-up.
What does it mean?
That's your action to attack, your full movement to get there. Bonus action? Anything?
No.
Okay.
Is it afraid of me now?
It is not. As a mechanical construct bent on destruction and pain and death, it does not necessarily feel fear.
What a dick.
All right, good to know.
And that is going to end Gord's turn and take us to Hondo. Alana on deck.
I'm going to... Okay, first of all, would I get more protection if I move to that brick in front of me?
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would technically have half cover.
Okay, so I will move there. I'm going to this time prepare 2 sticks.
Okay. You like duck down to your knees, you pull from your pack 2 sticks, you light and hold. As you light, you look across and step across Boone's unconscious body, the flare
dying
across his face.
Body.
I mean...
Healing
got-
word's a bonus action, but yeah.
Yeah, I wish you had some sort of bonus healing.
Can I use my bonus?
No. Why would you do that?
Oh, yeah.
You can.
You've got healing word if you need this.
Healing word is a bonus action, is what we're saying. But yes,
Wait,
your
so
action is the throwing the thing.
Your action's
my
fine.
action. So, like, I won't... If I use my bonus to heal him, I won't be affected when it's time to throw.
No, you're good.
Okay, I will use my healing word for bonus.
You got it.
Let me just see. Healing word. Is here 1d4 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
So with the 1d4, he gets 4
You heal.
plus 4.
Plus 4.
8, baby. Your boy's back.
Now,
You're conscious.
actually, get up, heal, do something useful.
And then you're going to hold your action again for the opening aperture to throw
Yep.
the device. Yeah. Okay. Great. Hondo holds his action, ready to throw in some more dynamite, hoping to get inside the cavity of this aperture opening destructive blast. That'll be Hondo. Alana, your turn.
Okay. Sorry, I missed a bit of that because my cat was puking. Where? So, did I end up falling off of Mira?
Nope, you are still on top of Mira. Mira and
Oh.
you are still conscious, both having No, Mira took the full brunt of the damage, but it did not destroy her.
Okay.
Did Mira fail?
I think I caught the last bit that, yeah, she failed.
Okay, but you succeeded.
I succeeded, yeah.
Okay. I kind of glanced over that Mira failed in the looking at Boone's dying form was more pertinent to me at the time. However, as we come to your turn with Mira, atop her, you can see where this beam kind of waved over her.
Okay.
Her white feathers and fur are beginning to ash and like turn, and she is descending to the ground. Her wings are like failing under this ash, and you actually both are going to fall to the ground.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
It's about a 40-foot drop.
Okay.
You both take. That's going to be 14 points of bludgeoning damage. You take 7.
Okay.
As you come to the ground, and Mira is struggling to stand. She's kind of like dropped to her front, her knees, and is like trying to pull herself back up. But you can see this like withering force is pulling her down, and if at the end of your turn, she will have to make another save or continue to have this withering effect. So right now, Mira has 0 speed.
Okay. Okay, if we're both on the ground, okay. Is there anyone? Boone's up, right?
Boone is conscious.
No?
Did you come down to the ground?
Yeah, we're all
You can
good.
see he's okay.
Okay.
He's conscious now.
Okay. I'll just kind of land, and I will be at the ready and just let everyone know on the earring. I think I found a spot while I was up there.
Okay. Are you going to use your action for anything?
Nope, I would have fallen, so I'll just hold an attack.
Okay.
Well, what are you holding for? Like you still have movement. So like if you wanted to try to get up on it, you might be able to.
Ooh.
Climb it?
Sure.
I don't know. You have
Why-
boots of
why not, eh?
speediness, and you're strong as fuck.
Do it.
I don't have
Want
the
to vault
boots.
off a rock?
I don't have the boots equipped though. That's the only problem.
Here's the
Okay.
You can jump off Gord. Jump off the back of Gord. He would let you.
You did not fail this save. So, as Mira was falling, if you wanted to leap from Mira
Yep.
towards the creature
Yeah?
to land on top,
Okay. Okay,
You can
I'll do
say-
that then.
you're still going to take the damage because you're still going to hit either it or the ground.
Okay.
So that doesn't change. But go ahead and make an athletics check as
Okay.
you leap from Mira's back as you see she's coming down to the ground, and you go hammer in hand, dive bombing towards the top of the creature.
Okay. I got an 18.
Okay. I will say 18. You land on top of it for sure, and you're tumbling down and you're trying to find a good handhold, and there's not many surfaces to actually hold here. It's relatively smooth metal across the plating, especially on the top of the head here. However, you do cling to the kind of the shoulder of its massive form, and you are clinging onto the side with one hand. Hammer still in your outstretched hand. You can still make your attacks. However, your positioning is not great. We'll see how that affects things as time goes on.
Okay.
So you still have your action.
Okay. Whereabouts am I near the seam?
As you come down and you're holding with one hand onto the armor plate, it's kind of like you're on the edge and it's more in the center. You'd have to try and like swing yourself up and land on top.
Okay.
It's going to cost an action to like climb properly to like get to the point.
Okay, I'll do that then because I don't want to risk just hitting it and then it sensing something. I would rather take the time and get to the point.
Make another athletics check for me.
Okay. 18 again.
with the easier DC of actually climbing instead of falling from a great height, you do take the time to like swing yourself up and around, and like, almost like moving on top of a moving car. It's slippery, but you're moving slowly, and like your lower sense of gravity holds you in place. You get to the edge of this seam, and you can see it's there's a bit of a hinge. You can see where it would open up, and it opens from top back, and would easily fit a normal-sized humanoid creature once opened. However, as I pointed out earlier, there's no handle, and the seam is nail thin. So it's going to take some either great ingenuity to open or some quick thinking. We'll see. It's going to cost an action regardless. So right now you're out of economy, but you're there.
Okay, awesome.
We'll see how that plays out next time. Unless you want to do anything with the bonus.
Nope, I'm good. I'm
Cool.
just gonna hope for the best.
No worries. End of your turn. We come back to Mordenkainen. Mordenkainen looks around the battlefield. I'm going to ask... how do I want to play this? I'm going to ask Scott Micklejohn the man.
Okay. Which of your friends do you want to die?
Would Boone be a willing participant to a polymorph via Mordenkainen?
Fuck yeah. All he wants is vengeance.
Then vengeance you shall have. As Mordenkainen looks across the battlefield, lifts himself up with the dregs of life that Mary has given to him. He is just glancing around and sees you fallen as well. And he just like reaches a hand out, gives you a
Lock
little
eyes.
wink. And you feel your body begin to shift and shake and grow and elongate, and a sense of vengeance and rage grows into a feral primal ferocity as
Let's go. This is everything I've wanted.
We finally get to use the T-Rex. We've had it for so long.
It's Godzilla versus the mecha.
you stand over top of Gord in this massive Tyrannosaurus Rex form. And Mordenkainen is going to use his bonus action to hopefully slip away.
Bye-bye.
Fuck off.
Bye.
Hey, man, if you get to, if that makes you save concentration, then...
Let me pull up T-Rex stats.
That's amazing.
That was one Christmas. We get those, like, surprise mini boxes. It was 2020, because we opened them here from Kyle's mom. And one of them had Mira, and the other one had the T-Rex, which at this point, Lavender was turning into, like, every fight.
All the time, yeah.
It was, like, the most perfect random boxes.
The perfect.
And the one I got for Kyle were trash.
That was, like, our first TikTok, too, was that T-Rex TikTok.
Okay. As Mordenkainen transforms you, focuses on that via his polymorph abilities. We return to... Do you have the T-Rex stats all good?
Yep.
Okay. We return to your turn.
Yeah! I just charge forward at this thing. And I'll use multi-attack.
The massive growth, you're already getting close, and immediately you can sense and see all of you watch as this machine in the second round of this combat, in the first 10-12 seconds you're watching this fight, you're watching it prioritize the greater threats. And it's making its way around the space looking for what's the biggest threat, what can I destroy in the most destructive fashion. And then a T-Rex shows up on the battlefield and it takes aggressive stance and prepares to like defend itself and destroy as you rage over top of Gord's body.
I'll like primal roar over Gord, and I'll just like stalk back and forth, and then I'll just whip around for a tail slam on him.
Okay, yeah. You spin the tail over Gord's head.
Okay, you know what?
The bulk of the body.
Do I use the secret dice? No, I won't use that yet. I'm gonna save it.
Save it.
I will roll a d20 with D&D Beyond. A tail attack. Oh, not great, not great. Only, I think, a 13.
A 13 is going to miss, unfortunately.
Okay. Just blocks it, but then he goes for the real deal, the bite attack.
Yeah.
Let's roll again.
Comes up into the guard, and it blocks it. Mary, you're getting a great view as it blocks like with a full elbow, ready for a counter attack. But he spins and like gets out of the way and comes up with a bite.
Exact same roll, 13. So he just tries to bite on him, but I assume the other arm comes up.
The top arm comes up and over and grabs the top of your snout, and the other is already preparing for a big uppercut as it's coming back around to its turn. It's going to connect with this heavy uppercut to the bottom of your primal jaw. Is that the full multi-attack?
Can I try? Yeah, that's full multi, but can I try and like, if it's holding me a bit, I'm going to try and like turn it away from my friends in my little pea-sized brain. Like I'll just like be moving to the left of it.
Yeah, I'll give you to the left as in towards camera.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's part of your movement, stepping kind of up and over, actually stepping up onto this where it was. Just like not even realizing. But with, what's the reach of a T-Rex? Probably 10 feet.
Yep, 10 feet.
Yeah, both of you are like, you're fighting over like a 40-foot space.
Sick.
But like, just because the two creatures are so massive, you're able to maintain this range of combat. But yeah, you shift your body as it's like holding the top of your jaw, and the uppercut is coming that you don't even see just yet. But we'll come to that in a second. As the Crimson Coin begin to act again, you hear across the battlefield that orcish voice, "Fuck me." And this fucking guy. Shots ring out once more. Sniper over here sees Mary's approach and turns towards Mary. I'll angle this up so we can see all our friends. So, sniper shot towards Mary. And then we'll do a second sniper shot towards the T-Rex. And then I'll decide the other shots as we go. Okay, sniper shot. Come in. It's cocked. That's a good shot against Mary. That is a 24 to hit.
Oh, my AC's 23.
You don't, against him, you don't get the additional bonus AC just because the angle. So that does hit against the T-Rex. That's a natural 1. You guys hear the gun across the way. You hear the gun like explode, but no bullets impact. And you, for those of you who aren't in immediate combat, see the barrel is like splintered and shattered. And either needs a new gun or we'll have to use a different weapon. So one sniper is currently out of commission. But Mary, you do get shot.
Yep.
As we will do.
Do I need a con save?
You do need to make a con save for me.
Oh, I definitely succeed. That's a 19 on the dice.
That is a success.
That's like a lot.
But damn, that's a good roll. You take 24 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
As the shot blasts through. It blasts through like a section between your armor, the bullet itself being so small it gets between the plates and rips through the other side. It hurts, but you are angry enough to resist this further effect. The other Crimson Coin around the battlefield sees a T-Rex and runs the fuck away. Ready? You actually watch as the machine, as it runs away, like kicks out at it using its attack of opportunity and like boots the back of this Crimson Coin, and he skids into the dirt before picking himself up and like limping with a broken ribs and arm out of the combat. This guy's gonna pop out and fire. This guy's gonna pop out and fire. As these guys I forgot are actually gonna chase him down. He's gonna chase him down over there. That guy's focused over there. So one more group who's going to shoot with 2 shots. It's going to put one into Mira and one into Hondo. So, Mira,
Leave my horsey alone.
Yeah, leave this was alone, bro.
it's a 3 on the dice, so 9 total. I believe that
To hit.
misses.
To hit Mira?
Yeah.
Yeah, her AC's trash, but it's not that trash.
And an 8 against Hondo, so both shots hitting into rubble and into pieces of fallen battlefield.
Good.
That is going to end the Crimson Coin's turn and come to the machine. Let's see, does it get its power back? So the machine is going to uppercut right underneath the monstrous T-Rex in front of it.
AC 13.
That is 28.
That'll hit.
It's going to follow up with a second, just like a full flurry of attacks into your face. That's a natural 1.
Okay, great.
Just able to kind of tank some of it. 26 to hit. So 2 connections of its 3 force rams. Let's see. That's going to be 33 points of force damage on the first.
On the first, fuck. Okay.
And 42 on the second.
Oh. Okay.
It
I'm at
misses
60. I'm at
the middle.
61.
Yeah, and you're seeing the destructive power of this, and all of you are seeing as it strikes. Oh, actually, you hit. No, you didn't hit with either of your attacks.
Nope.
We're good there. As you're seeing each of these smashing hits, you're watching the metal of the actual gauntlet connect, but behind it, there's this pushing force of that, a faint bit of that same energy of the core blasting attack that just blasts in a second hit. It is pure destruction, but it holds. It has yet to feel a reason to leave or do anything else other than destroy. Top of the round, Mary. Actually, before we come to Mary, Elena, give me a strength saving throw with advantage because you're raging.
Okay.
Come on, bro.
It's usually one of my... Okay, hold on. That's a 20 and 22.
Yeah, very good. You as it's the creature, the construct is moving and bobbing and weaving and punching and getting attacked. You're able to hold firm without a solid point of contact, right? You're just literally kind of gripping onto a smooth surface. And before we come back to the top of the round, you guys watch as there's a faint, almost where there would be eyes in the face. There's this kind of large band of glass that so far all you've seen is kind of a darkness, a faint smoke. Where you have seen before, the draconic kind of ghostly shadow kind of push to the glass as it's pushing against its constraints. You guys watch as it does. It flares out, ghostly smokes pouring out of the creature as it tries to kind of push out, but is reconstrained, and you hear the draconic voice call out, "To the hills with the coin, the general and your rebel. I am the only one who gets what he wants this day. I will reclaim my hold from your ashes." Before being constrained back into the machine and continuing the combat. As we now come to Mary's turn.
Spooky.
Okay. I'm pissed that this dude just fucking shot me. That was way too much damage. So I'm gonna fucking vault over to that asshole.
No problem.
Hit him with my sword.
Everything you're reclaiming is nuts and bolts, buddy.
Really, there's a lot of go down there. That is a 9 plus 15 to hit. So
Yeah, it definitely hits.
okay. I'm gonna make this a disarming attack. Drop your fucking gun, you dumbass.
It's a strength save.
Yep.
That is a 14.
No way. That's gone. 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 19 points of damage.
19, damn.
No,
okay.
sorry. No, that's not right. 17 points of damage. Sorry.
Okay.
I did math completely incorrectly there.
No problem. This guy was relatively unscathed despite the mayhem.
Yep.
And as you slam into him, dropping his sniper, immediately fear across the face. You know, that was his main defense.
Yeah.
He does have a short sword at his side. You do notice now is your main combat weapon, so he does have another weapon.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. A shove is an attack, right?
A shove counts as one of your attacks.
Yeah, can I push this fucker off the back of that platform?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna like run at him with the sword, and it's technically 2 attacks, but I'm just gonna keep moving with that momentum.
So let's do contested athletics. Your athletics versus his acrobatics in this case.
15 plus.
Nope, I failed. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Second one, because you can only post 5 feet.
Fuck. That's right. Natural 17 plus 9.
Yeah, no, 17 total for him, which was decent, but with your third attack.
Bye.
And as I'm pushing him, it's just like, you all need to just fuck off. We got bigger shit, man. And then I'm gonna pull up his rifle, just so I have it.
It's got like a band along it, so you can kind of sling it over your back.
Great.
Like a strap, I mean.
Yep.
So 3 attacks, all your movement at this point.
God, I have like very little with my bonus action. I mean, I have a lot to do, but I'm gonna bonus action eye for detail to try to see if, now that I'm seeing the back of the creature for the first time, to see if there's any other seams, any other pieces of it that we didn't notice before, just anything.
Yeah, go ahead.
Perception?
Your choice.
Well, I mean, I'll do investigation if I'm allowed. That's better. So that's a 25.
25. Well, for the first time, you can properly see Alana trying to like cling on to the back of the creature, like trying to hold on to this space. And with her there, you zero in on seeing, yeah, there is indeed a seam that she is kind of trying to get access to. She has managed to spot. Other than that, you don't see any other point of entry, contact, or weakness. With a pretty solid like assertion.
Okay. I'm gonna call out just generally to the wild cards. We got big shit, but someone take care of these fucking coin. I'm tired of getting shot. That's it.
Okay. That is the end of Mary's turn. It takes us to Gord, Hondo on deck. Gord, you're right beneath a T-Rex and this monstrous entity battling it out.
I am going to run up the side of the T-Rex and try to ride it.
Okay. It's gonna cost you your action to climb it.
That's cool.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have any more attack? You go ahead and roll an athletics check.
$16.
That will do. Oh, hold on. I've got some tack around here.
Come on,
need the
you have a
visual.
saddle? What is this?
I don't have a
Trevor.
saddle.
You gotta be prepared.
Where's all my stuff?
Just destroys his whole set making this for you. Ding.
There.
Yes.
Sick.
Gord, climbs and sits atop. It does cost your full action to do so, but you are now atop the T-Rex. You get a grand overview of the battlefield. And I will say, with that height and like taking your full action just to climb and getting on top and overseeing the battle from how tall the T-Rex is, you can actually see a disturbance kind of in this rubble pile. There's a shifting of something large. Some rocks are tumbling and things are moving. That's all you see.
The fuck else could be happening? Jesus.
That's your action and all your movement. You have a bonus action if you want to use it.
Can you say something as a bonus action?
You can do it for free.
I'll just point over to that corner and be like, something's happening over there.
Perfect. Great.
Okay, love it. And of course, turn we come to Hondo, Alana on deck.
So he hasn't opened his mouth, has he?
No, unfortunately, he did not get that feature back this round. So you still have...
Fortunately, also unfortunately. Works for and against us.
Yep. Unfortunately, you did not see it open, so your round is spent. Your dynamite doesn't instantly explode as you put a long enough wick on it to save that. However, how short a wick do you put on it?
Can I... Well, I was wondering, is it an action... If I wanted to go and break the glass that I see, could I then throw it in?
You'll find out if you want to go and inspect that and take like attacks against it and try.
No, would I have would it be? Could I do it in one round? Is what I mean.
You're not sure is what I'm saying. It's like you're not sure what it's made of. You're not sure the consistency. You're not sure if you can strike hard enough to do so. So what I'm saying is we'll have to see what the dice tell us. But
okay,
it's certainly a possibility.
So maybe I will. Okay, I'm going to go right to see if I can break it.
Okay,
do it.
To do so,
You gonna chuck Whisper up there, or are you gonna run?
Start.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I want to clarify. You're trying to get to this kind of viewing where if like someone was inside, that's where they would see out of, not where because the aperture bit is more lower. It's in like the chest region. You're looking to get to the glass.
Yes.
Okay. Absolutely. You have to kind of race over here just to get a bit of an angle so it's looking towards Boone, but that's not a problem. And then you can go ahead and make an attack with Whisper.
Oh.
Is it one? Attaboy.
So 15 total.
You go to throw Whisper, and it's not that you don't connect. It's that the shifting and fighting of this creature with a T-Rex has become more erratic than it is this slow movement. And Whisper would have connected really perfectly, but it shifts at the last moment in response to a hit or hitting. Unfortunately, the Whisper just kind of glances off and blinks back to your hand. So you still have a bonus action if you want to try and throw it again.
Could I? Well, because I know because Allie's working to open the hatch. If she opens it, can I then throw?
I mean, if you got up there, that means there's an open space to kind of work your magic. But you could also try and get up there with her and aid. I will also say, just as a question, is your dynamite still burning, or did you?
Oh no, I put it. Let's say it's not burning.
It's a free action to kind of spit on the wick and let it stop.
Yeah, it's not burning.
Okay, so you tuck the dynamite back away. So bonus action and 20 feet more of movement. What do you want to try?
Maybe I'll try and get to the top of him and see if I can create an opening.
Are you going to try and just climb?
I'll use Whisper to try and...
Okay. So another attack just higher up. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right.
Oh my god.
Damn.
That's double ones for the listener. Double ones.
You twirl Whisper and you throw. And this is less about the shifting of the creature and not even about your skill. It's that trying to hit super smooth metal, like where are you going to try and hit a point of contact? And Whisper's tip just kind of glances off and spins off into the air 10 feet before blinking back to your hand. Unfortunately, your round of attacks has failed. You still have 20 feet of movement and you're kind of hidden right here behind the T-Rex. you are currently 15 feet away from the creature. Do you want to get closer? Do you want to move away?
Do I have good cover there?
No, you're in the open.
Can I move back to that rock?
Yes, you can.
Just slinks away.
You return to the cover of this rock. The end of Hondo's turn takes us to Alana.
Okay. Am I able to use my smith's tools to pry open
I like that. Okay.
the little seam?
Within the smith's tools, there would be at least either some kind of like a chisel, like something with a sharp, thin edge, or perhaps something that would be used more to like bore holes or imprints into items, especially to like etch into the engravings of certain metals. So you'd have some leverage to try and wedge in there. I'm going to call with your smith's tools. You're proficient in your smith's tools?
Yes.
Then I'm going to give you a strength check plus your proficiency plus a d20. So I think it's equivalent to your strength saving throw.
Oh,
with
wow.
you,
Okay.
while raging, have advantage on it.
Oh my goodness. Okay. In that case, that's a 20 and a 13, so 20.
20. With all your bonuses?
Yeah.
You begin to kind of slam the edge of the wedge in, and you're trying to pry up. With a 20, I'd say you successfully embed the chisel like bit in beneath, and you're beginning to kind of work up. And you imagine you need another round or two to like get it popped open. It's very resilient, but you've gotten further than thought possible. That I thought possible in one round. That was a really smart way to use smith tools. I like that.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I will call that your action as you're trying to like kind of wedge in and make an opening here.
Okay.
So you want to do anything with a bonus action, and obviously you want to stay there, I assume.
Yes, I just want to stay there.
At the end of your round, your rage will fall. You haven't taken damage this round, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I haven't. Is there any way I can I guess it'd be an action. I'd be like, can I bite my finger or something? But I guess it's an action.
Yeah, it'll cost you your action. Do you have any rages left?
No, this is my last one. That's why I'm like, oh. But we need to get it open.
Yep. In this case, unfortunately, your rage comes to an end as you're just focused on. Yeah, in this case, you are not trying to hurt or deal damage. You're trying to be the utility one in this group right now and are succeeding, but in that moment your concentration focuses on the task at hand and no longer on fending off attacks and blows. So Alana, for one of the first times in our whole campaign,
maybe ever,
is not
ever
a rage falls, but she fights onward. I love it. Okay, that's the end of Alana's turn. Brings us to Mordenkainen. Concentrating on his spell, is going to he would move that. And that's going to be helpful. So he is just going to there, and he's going to try and just wing off his prismatic missiles, even though they are at disadvantage and are not going to do near as much damage as they should. Better than 0. 26 hits. Wait, oh no, he takes the lower. That's a miss. Disadvantage, right? 17. Yeah, you guys watch as Mordenkainen, you don't see it come from him, but you recognize these kind of prismatic missiles, these similar to a magic missile, like kind of this crystalline dart that kind of has a rainbow hue of multicolors. You see 2 of them kind of arc up and around like heat-seeking missiles, and as they're about to connect with the form, they just go haywire. They just kind of spin off in odd directions and fizzle out, as if there's an aura around this creature deflecting them.
Okay.
And that ends his turn as he just maintains concentration. And come back to Boone.
Let's attack this fucking thing again.
Go
I'm a
ahead.
dinosaur.
You're in combat with it already. It's ready for a fight. It's focused solely on you.
It was a 13.
13
Lucky
misses.
number 13. Let's make my window bigger. Give it more room to bounce around. It's 12.
Unfortunately, that is lower than a 13.
What's happening? What's happening? It literally just like dropped. It's like punk. My lord. I think I switched my D&D dice.
That is unfortunate. Too big. You're just kind of wildly snapping and turning, Gord riding like a feline cowboy, and the machine is just as if like you're fighting a fighter. Like it is trained and it is like expertly blocking and then pinning your tail and going to again like grab hold of your jaw and is ready for another slam into your jaw. As are you going to stay in combat with it?
I think so, because Gord's so close. I don't want to risk. Yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna stay there.
That ends your turn. Takes us to the coin's turn.
Can I? Hondo's over there. Can I go? Can I keep moving towards that
Towards
broken
camera?
piece just south of us? Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep like spinning and moving. You don't break, line of contact with the creature, so all's well there. That ends that. This guy gets up and starts just fucking booking it. You hear Mary, you just hear him say, "Fuck this," and he just runs towards the main gates. This guy continues his run, and they both flee out the shattered main gates. This guy over here, these two kind of fall in combat with one another, unfortunately. However, actually, we got to retcon a little bit. Mira, on the end of Alana's turn,
Oh no.
I need a con save from her.
Not
Mary,
very
do you want
good.
to roll that? Yeah.
It's not good. I mean, it's like very average. It's just her con save is not high.
In the heat of the battle,
15.
Alana, you're focused on your thing. Hondo, you've been back and forth with Whisper, but Mary, as you're across the battlefield, and Gord atop this T-Rex, you guys both watch as Mira's celestial form hardens into petrified ash.
Oof.
She is considered petrified and no more in this combat.
Yikes.
That was the end of Alana's turn, who was kind of in combat with Mira, so she is out of combat for now, but is going to remain there as she's technically like a rock ash fixture currently at this combat battlefield. Brings us back to the Crimson Coin. She is no longer a target. Honda, you are exposed to this guy, 15, who is going to run up and take 2 shots at your back. I think one hit, 1 miss. Let's see. A 19 to hit.
You're muted,
I think you said yes then. The other is a definite miss.
Yep, AC is 19.
Okay, so it just hits AC on that one for a total of 14 points of piercing damage and 6 points of poison damage.
Can I dodge that, or do I not have the?
It'll burn your reaction, but seeing as you're not holding your dynamite, you can use your reaction to reduce that from 16 to 8 total. The second shot, no, that was 2 shots, 1 miss, 1 hit. That guy then is going to tuck back around this corner. The sniper up top sees, well, the T-Rex is kind of pivoted behind the machine. Hondo's there, Mary's over there. Allie's got a pretty exposed target though. at the top of the machine. With as Boone is kind of shifting the combat like this way, this guy way over here has a pretty decent line of sight directly to Allie's back, and is going to take a shot at her. Ooh. Oh no! Why did I do that? In my haste, I clicked the close button instead. Choose this tab button. It's going to use a bonus action to Deadeye and gain advantage on this roll.
What the heck? Doesn't like you, probably.
That's going to be a 20 total to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
And this is going to be 19 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need Constitution saving throw from you.
Okay. 21.
Oof. Okay, so you continue being a badass despite your rage falling. This blast hits, and you feel it actually puncture through your back, and you feel some internal bleeding. That was a hard hit, and yet you just continue forward with what you're doing. At this point, it's going to take an action surge, reload, fire again. This time,
jeez.
We're gonna go for Gore to top the T-Rex and just display the full-on range of this sniper firing across the battlefield. Can't Deadeye again, so this is not an advantage. That's not great. That is a 13 to hit your gourd. I believe that misses. I think it is. The commander up here sees and hears this shifting and begins to descend. And we'll come back to that in a bit. That's the end of the Crimson Coin. That takes us to the machine once more.
Oh boy.
Does it get its cool blasty attack back? In that case, Alana, you pierced its armored hide, and you can sense a couple things. There's this kind of sudden, kind of irradiated feeling, this like withering feeling you feel wash over you for a second, then it's gone. And then this cold dread, this like ice drop down your back as this growl, this draconic growl. You've heard dragons and you've seen dragons close up. A presence has noticed you. Boone, in combat with this creature, uppercut to the upper jaw with the first attack. That is going to be 21 to hit.
That hits.
That's going to be 1. That's going to be bad. Bad. 17 points of force damage.
Okay, still up.
With its second kind of offhand, it's going to reach up and try and grab Alana.
Oh no.
Allie, go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
As it makes an athletic check to try and grab you.
Okay. 17.
20 on my side.
Okay.
It grabs you and grapples you in one of its hands and pulls you up, grappled in its massive kind of mitt. And when it's with its third attack, is going to, like holding you, pummel you into the ground. Just like slam attack down to the dirt. Against AC, that's a 22.
Yep.
Fuck.
Damn, what is going on with these dice? Some bad rolls.
It's okay.
That is 20 points of force damage.
Okay.
As he just boom slams you into the ground. Directly in front. You are prone on the ground in between the T-Rex and the creature. I know you can't see it, but trust me, you're there. And that is going to end its turn. Takes us to the top of the round with Mary.
Okay. How many Crimson Coin have been taking shots from the other side of the... I can't really see.
I know. You've noticed this sniper here is laid down and is like taking a low position and is cocking back the sniper and just loading shot after shot. Is in that position there. This guy, for some reason, is being resilient and just keeps popping out and just pot-shotting with his pistol. And there was the captain who you watched descend and behind the rubble.
Okay. Fuck. This rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know anything about it? Would I even remotely be able to try taking a shot with it? I have like proficiency in weapons, but I don't know if that includes firearms.
That does not include firearms. I'm not saying you can't. It's loaded with a shot.
Yeah.
You can certainly try, but it's you don't get proficiency bonus on your attack.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have extra ammo, so there's really only one shot.
Okay, well, instead then, I will just take out my bow.
Okay.
Use what I know. I'm going to try to arc one out for that dumbass who's on top of the building.
80, 85. It's an 85, 90-foot shot, which puts you within range with the longbow.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make your attack.
I need to stop taking extra damage from these guys each round. Okay, so with the longbow, that is... Where is my fucking bow? That's a 27.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
Yep.
Arcing high and wide, you shoot one bolt or one arrow.
Yep, so that is 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Take another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still standing, or,
Yeah.
he's still alive.
9 plus 12, so 20. What's
21.
9 plus 12? Yeah.
21. That hits.
Okay. 12.
12 points of damage, okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's still going.
Third attack, that actually might not hit. Oh no, it's 21.
That hits.
Okay. Okay, how many superiority dice do I have left? 2. I thought I only had 1, but I forget that I have a secret one in the bottom. I'll use my last one. He's leaning over with his gun kind of out, hanging over the building, right?
A little bit. It's more like he's sitting back, laying.
Never mind then. I'm not going to make him drop it, because then he's not going to drop it on the ground. So I'm going to save that dice.
It's possible, depending on what you hit.
Depending on, he'd make a save, right? So
I know, but what I'm saying is that if you roll high enough to determine a good enough hit, you know what I mean? I'm giving the threshold of your attack to be.
Yeah, that one was only a 21.
Does it fall off, or does it just fall in his hit, in front?
Okay, well, that was max damage, but so it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage.
Okay, he's looking very hurt, but still up.
Fuck. Okay.
You guys remember that the snipers are kind of like the elite of the mercenary troop that are before hitting kind of captain level, and these guys are the tougher. The other ones are kind of wimpier. This guy's got, he looks really hurt now. You've dealt almost 40 points of damage, so
yep.
He's not going to last long, but
okay. Yep. I'll try to move to the right a little bit.
Okay. How far?
That's fine. Can I bonus action hide?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or try to at least.
Make a stealth check.
Oh, I rolled so bad.
This fight though.
Where's my stealth? 16.
That is bad.
Yeah.
But The this monstrosity before you is, focused on bigger things. You never know. Okay, that is going to end your turn.
Yeah, that was not as useful as I wanted to be that round. Sorry, guys.
I mean, you put damage on this guy who is yet to be touched. One or two more hits would knock him in. That would stop this kind of this chipping damage he's doing from afar. It's not a bad play. Gord, we come to you. Hondo on deck.
Radin, a T-Rex.
A top T-Rex, what do you do?
Raleigh was
I
trying to.
shall try Steel Wind Strike.
Okay. I will point out, you only have one target here. So if Steel Wind Strike is good against a group, you'll only get one attack against him.
What's the range on that, Brock? How far could you go?
30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're not close enough to those other fuckers on the north end.
No, it would be just this guy. So if you hit him, sure. But it has a chance to do more attacks. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying you're only going to get one guy in this.
That's cool.
Okay, go ahead and make a melee spell attack. So D20 plus, I believe, 14.
Wait, hold on. There we go. 28.
That'll hit.
28, Jesus.
22.
22 points of force damage.
Yeah, force damage.
You watch as you disappear and you slice through in this kind of whirlwind of force, like blade energy, and you land on the other side. The exterior doesn't seem totally scathed. Something about this creature, just the arcuate armor or the construction itself, maybe the crystal inside, whatever is empowering it, not nearly as much damage as you would have hoped. Where do you want to teleport to? You can be within 5 feet of the creature anywhere.
Can he be on top of the creature?
In this case, I'd allow it because it's so big.
Let's do it.
Okay. You teleport and strike down with force. And I want to also say where you hit, kind of at the top of its head here, where you teleport, there's a kind of a rippling of energy, and then it dissipates. That's your action. Bonus action, anything?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. End of Gord's turn. That takes us to Hondo.
H the blue.
Hondo, Elena on deck.
So Alana's on top right now, right?
Alana has been
Thrown.
picked up and dropped heavily into the ground. Gord is now on top.
Sorry, Gord. Is there an opening right now anywhere?
You currently have yet to see. Alana did call out and say there was a thing on the top. I'd honestly say, you, with your passives, you don't see any good opening beyond potentially what Alana's talked about, and you're not close enough to get a good enough eye. If you got up there, you'd probably get a better idea.
Okay, one other option. Could I throw the dynamite to Gord, who then throws it into the hole?
The hole's not open yet, so the hatch has yet to be opened. But yes, you could absolutely pass it across. And I'd even be cool with a combo move if you threw it and Gord used his reaction to catch it and drop in. That's cool. I'd like using both your actions and his reaction. That'd be dope.
But there's nothing open right now, you said?
No, it doesn't look like it's
yeah.
open yet. Gord just got up top, and Gord, you can just see where Alana has pried up a corner with her chisel, but it's not fully up yet. So, Hondo, with your passive, you don't see anything yet. So either you got to go up and do more, or hold and wait for it to do it.
Okay, I'm going to... I'll get ready and hold my action.
What do you hold? Are you going to hold the dynamite?
Yep.
Okay. Holding the dynamite, Hondo relights, ready. You going to stay behind the rock?
Yep.
Okay. Coming to Alana's turn, you're prone on the ground. You take this big hit. What are you doing on your turn? You are kind of right tucked under here.
Right there? Okay. Am I able to get up and smash the glass with my hammer?
You are a little too short at the glass of like the eyes spot is about, I'd call it 14, 15 feet up.
Okay.
The top of this thing is about 20 feet. So unless you, I guess you could throw a weapon.
Could I throw my hammer?
You could absolutely throw the hammer to hit the
Okay.
glass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try that then.
Okay.
Uh, 16 to hit.
A 16, you throw the hammer, boom, it like rebounds off and then returns back to you.
Okay.
Second attack.
Again.
Yeah, you have a second attack for sure.
Okay.
Spin the hammer, throw it.
Nope, 17.
It just
Guys, we are rolling like trash.
Yeah.
glances off once more, just watching.
Were those like both under 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just rolling
Yeah.
like trash.
Yeah.
You used half your movement. You still have 15 feet of movement and a bonus if you want to do anything with it.
Do I even have anything left?
If you use your second wind. That's your other bonus.
Yeah,
And
I have
if
that already.
taking a potion is a bonus if you want to do any of that. If you have anything.
Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna do that then. I'm going to take the superior that I have because I'm only at 91 now.
Yeah.
So I can do that.
That's 8d4 plus 8 for that.
Okay.
And as you're rolling that, are you going to stay like you're here? I'll move the T-Rex. You're right at its like foot there. Are you going to stay there? Or are you going to try and reposition? Or are you cool?
Nope, I'll stay there. Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. Then you go ahead and roll your hit points and just toss in the chat how much you heal, just so we all know. But I'm going to continue on to Mordenkainen's turn. Magic against this thing is not
so great.
He's concentrating on his thing, so he can't do. He can't do most of the other
His
cool,
cool
shit.
shit.
He has, but it's being pretty cool right now. It saved Boone currently.
Saved my life.
It's pretty
For
good.
sure.
I can't do the other cool thing he has because you're all there. So. Fuck.
Can he like whiff shit at the remaining coin members who are just
that's
fucking
true.
us up?
That's
That's a good point. As you call out, help kill these other guys. He 120. Yeah, he can hit that guy. He's gonna rip off 2 prismatic missiles at that guy up there. Dog shit rolls, but the one hits.
Guys, how many times has everyone rolled beneath like a 5 tonight? Because it's been a lot for me.
A lot of ones.
A lot.
Yeah.
Rolled several 3s.
That's 15 points of acid, cold, fire, lightning, and poison.
Oh my god.
1d6 of each. And he needs to make a wisdom save. Oh, he succeeds. Dick. But he is barely hanging on as the second one scatters, unfortunately. And he just maintains his concentration on polymorph. And then actually he's going to dip inside a little behind some of the cover that's in here. Okay, that'll end his turn. Take us to the Crimson Coin. Let's see, at this point, Sniper Buddy, he is going to...
Did anything happen with the ruckus in the corner, Kyle?
It's coming.
Okay. Just didn't want you to forget.
Nope, that's what this guy dropped down to go do.
No.
This guy is going to start ascending. And there. Mary, out of the corner of your eye, you can see some flickering of movement over there as You watch a commander kind of rush out and aid in pulling.
What are you guys
As
pulling? Oh,
some of the rubble is thrown aside, and one of the captains is pulled free of the rubble and joins into the fray.
that's not what we needed.
Gets over there, and he roars and rushes in,
Great.
bloodied but still alive. And what's he gonna do? Let's see.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's gonna use his action. Oh no, he can fly. No, he's gonna use his action to teleport. Right here.
God damn it.
He has to make a charisma save to teleport. So hang on, he may not get that. Oh, okay, never mind. Don't worry about me.
Pew. The lady's like, no.
Mary, you're kind of the only one who watches this as everyone else is focused so much around the machine. You watch this guy run out and like tense to do something, and you watch around his head 9 spectral blades appear and stab into the central of his brain, and you watch as he falls.
Jesus.
It goes from like, you gotta be fucking. Okay, that's funny.
Don't worry about him for a sec. That's going to end the Crimson Coin turn. Take us to the machine.
What about Boone Vedette?
Oh, did I skip you? Oh, I'm sorry. I jumped you.
That's okay.
You're after Mordo, and I jumped to the coin. You go ahead.
27. This is the dice rolls we're talking about. This is the tail.
With the tail does hit. Spinning round.
Okay, 3d8 plus 7. Let's go. Where are we? 1, 2, 3. Decent. Where's the totaler? Come on, baby. 16 plus 7 is
23.
23. We all know that.
It slams into the
Now-
side, but you see he catch it, and it doesn't deal quite as much damage.
Okay, now bite attack.
Okay.
26.
Okay, that hits.
This actually has repercussions. You have to make a... Oh no, because he's not medium or smaller. Never
No,
mind.
he is huge or gargantuan. One of the two.
4d12 plus 7. Let's fucking do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decent. 27 damage.
Okay, again, the bite comes down hard against the arm, and he usually just jams his full arm into the jaw, and you try and push through the metal, and all you guys hear is just this screeching of bone against metal, this screeching of like nails on a chalkboard, and it deals a little less. How much was the total again, sorry?
27.
27, okay. Okay. With 2 successful strikes, each of them, that purple energy kind of connecting in the 2 spots where you struck. With that bite, with the gauntlet still in the jaw, Boone, Mary, actually all of you see around where the final strike hits, with the gauntlet still in your jaw, that energy, instead of dissipating, it remains and grows. Everyone within
It's gonna be some Black Panther.
10-foot radius. That is everybody. Great. Everybody needs to
damn it.
make a strength saving throw, please.
How strong is a dinosaur?
Pretty
Okay.
strong. I should hope.
Okay.
Just call
23.
'em. A 23 does succeed. 14 fails.
15.
15 fails.
26.
26 succeeds. Hondo.
I'm just looking for strength save. Oh, +4. So 18.
18
14.
fails. So failures from just the boys, yeah? The
think
boys
so.
are going to take 10 points of force damage each,
Okay.
and each of you are pushed and thrown 10 feet away from the creature. I'm going to give the dinosaur I'm going to give you another con save to resist the push,
Sure.
based purely on size. However, Hondo...
21.
Okay, he resists the push based purely on size, but he still takes that force damage.
Yep.
Gord, you are thrown from the top,
Oh, Gordon.
and I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Cats always land on their feet.
20 feet up.
Come on, Gord.
11.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough. You take an additional 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you land hard into the ground over here. Alana and Mary, you guys take nothing as you brace yourselves against this kind of wave, this radial wave. And that ends that. That's the end of Boone's turn. Now the coin would go. Psychic piercing daggers into the head of the Nightcloth. Now the machine's up.
Oh my god.
Boone, as it rips its gauntlet back, you can see energy in its chest begin to grow.
Just scream at it.
Now, I don't have a nice, fun grouping of you all.
No,
So
we
whose
were
fault is
smart
that?
and moved.
Or you threw us.
That's
Shame
true.
on you.
I did throw you.
Shame on you.
However, I've got... Oh, man. I can only get 2 of you at a time. He's
Oh,
gotta
Muffin.
get the dinosaur.
Gotta get the dino.
Gotta get the dino. So we're gonna pivot around Alana and the dino.
You know in fights when like it feels like the tide is turning in our favor?
That hasn't happened yet.
It's not happened yet.
And it unleashes a wave towards the 2 of you. I need Constitution saving throws from both Alana and Boone.
Oh boy.
Boone as the dinosaur.
DinoCon?
Yes, DinoCon.
24 for me.
That's
Nice-
success.
nice
You
job,
take
Dino.
half
Sweet.
damage. Oops.
Nope. No, that's a D20. Or D12. D20. Roll better. Fuck. No, like 14.
No, that is a failure.
Lower 12.
Okay.
Is 12 better?
Oddly enough, yeah. If you fail below a certain threshold, you succeed.
You're okay.
24 points of necrotic and 31 points of radiant to the dinosaur form brings a
Okay.
total of 55.
Oof.
Okay, I am down as a dino, down as Boone Vidal.
Oh,
It takes
no.
both.
Yeah,
Oh,
I had 34
fuck.
left.
And how much is Boone?
8.
You automatically fail 1 death saving throw.
Yep.
As
We back.
the
We back.
negative energy cannon rips through both of your forms and is threatening to reduce you to naught but ash. Alana, non-raging, you take 55 reduced to 26. No, 27. But you, with the success, you take half the damage. So 27 to you. Where did I put Boone's miniature? There you are. Boone, unconscious. It can then make 1 slam attack. And Alana, you're the only one. You're the only. Although no, actually, Hondo. No, Hondo got pushed. So yeah, Alana, you are there. You
Okay.
get the luck of this force Ram. Oh, you're joking. Well, that fits. Natural 1. Just goes for a big backhand, and you just duck below it and manage to avoid.
Oh my goodness!
Whatever this would have been. That ends its turn. Yeah, he's happy there, and that'll bring us to top of the round, Mary.
I had a plan, and then everyone moved. Okay, I'm going to... I'll get down to Boone.
Okay.
Hi.
10, 15, 20.
I'll give you my grater.
You slide across using your action, pouring in to Boone's gullet.
Though she's never done this to Boone before. Well, maybe not. There's still that feeling of deja vu of why do
Feels
I
very
feel like I've
similar
done
somehow.
this a lot, a lot. It's a 4 on the first one, a 2, 6,
The
7, 8,
greater, I
9.
think it's 4d4?
Yeah. 10, 11, 12, 13 plus 4.
17.
That was a dinosaur.
It was cool as fuck, man, but we're not done yet.
Oh,
I have movement and a bonus action left. Oh, yeah, I'm running out of shit to do. Sorry, I'm just trying to really quickly run through my shit because I had a plan and everything changed last turn. Okay. I am gonna... That guy's still there. He just got knocked to his ass. There's one bad guy over there. There's another guy who keeps popping out, and I don't know if I can see him from here. Then there's... Okay, but I've seen him pop out, so I know that there are 2 crimson coin and a big new fucker on the board, even though the big new fucker just got notched in his ass.
Yes.
Okay. I don't actually know that I have anything to do with my bonus action unless I want to dash.
Do you want to know distances to those guys on the far left?
I don't think I could remotely get to them. So I think I'm going to dash so that I'm... Okay.
You've got 10 feet left of this before you dash.
How much movement? It would be way too much movement with my bonus action to get on top of the thing, right?
Using 10 feet and then your bonus action to dash another 30.
Yeah.
I would not say you could get to the top, but you could start climbing, and if you roll a high enough athletics, I might get you up top.
Okay, I'm going to try to do that.
Okay.
I'll run past Alana and say, okay, we got to get up there and we got to get this shit open. Whatever you're doing was kind of working.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check for me.
Okay. That's not excellent. It's very average. 24.
24 just underneath it. I was going to say a 25 to get there.
Fuck.
With how much movement you had to climb this whole creature, 25 would have been the top.
Okay.
At this point, you're 3/4 up, but you're not fully there yet.
No, I died.
no, why?
That is the end of your turn, yes?
Yep, I'm just there as to maybe be a handhold if Alana needs assistance pulling up, but...
Okay.
Okay, end of Mary's turn. Gord, you are knocked prone after being thrust off the top of the creature. However, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I shall cast slow.
Okay.
I like that confidence.
I just want to check if slow. Let me look at the spell.
Are you casting it on the creature, or are you casting on all the crimson coin dudes in the corner?
It's creatures of your choice. So yeah, it does. I was curious if it would affect all creatures within the cube, but if it's creatures of choice,
up to 6 creatures in a 40-foot cube.
So are you going to attack? Are you going to connect with the entity, the construct, or are you going to try and get the guys who are coming into your top left? There's this guy here.
Construct.
Okay. Let's roll some dice.
Roll like trash. Roll like trash.
It has advantage, obviously.
No.
Fuck.
No, it's-
Roll extra like trash.
it has a magical resistant core.
Snake eyes, baby.
Saving throw. Okay. There we go.
Come on, we need something to turn the tide.
This can be interesting.
That's a 7.
That's good. I think you had to beat a 22, pal.
Gotta be a wisdom 22. Fucking
Slow takes over the creature. Its target's speed is halved, and -2 to AC.
Ooh, okay.
So 20.
Can't use reactions.
No reaction. Which I haven't been using. Only one attack, or
Yeah, and one attack, one action, or a bonus action above.
one.
Oh, it can't make one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
It can't make more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have any bonus action, so that part doesn't come into play in half speed.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Makes it easier
That's
to hit
big.
though.
That's big.
It drops its AC by 2, which is big. You guys have yet to hone in on what the AC is. You know it's high, but you're not 100% sure. You've either rolled really high or terrible.
And no reactions, so we can run around it.
Yep. Okay. That is Gord's action to slow the target. Are you going to stay?
Good idea.
You had to use 15 feet of movement to stand. Are you going to stay in the open here? Or are you going to move?
I'll go behind that little boulder rock thing right there in front of me.
This one? Or this one?
No, the other one. Nope.
Wait. This one?
That one. There you go.
I was gonna say, what if that's a clock? What number?
No, we're good. We got there. Okay, end of Gord's turn. Honda, where do you?
I'm still holding, but
Oh, were you were holding for? Were you holding dynamite?
Interesting.
was.
There was an opportunity.
There was an aperture opening. I believe. Well, here's the thing. It was
Turned
facing away.
Yeah.
So I'd say it wouldn't have made sense in that case. In this case, it is one of the things where targeted direction did matter. So in this case, you didn't have the opening that technically happened. You know what I mean? So you can quickly nix the dynamite for now and do whatever you want to do, or you can keep the dynamite burning. I don't care, whatever you want.
yeah, I'll put it aside for now.
Okay.
And I will try and break that glass again.
Okay.
Easier to hit now.
That glass.
Just get you 20 feet. Actually, 20. You have to use your full move just to get an angle. But go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. 12
Plus.
plus 14, 26.
A 26 with the lowered AC. I would give that for sure.
Nice.
You throw Whisper, and it does kind of ping and connect with this heavily armored glass. It's not, it doesn't instantly shatter. Are you going to teleport there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You teleport onto the face of the creature. Go ahead and roll damage.
No sneak or sneak?
I will give you sneak on this. Yeah, you've got allies in combat.
All right. So 66, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I think it's 3d4. 1, 3. Plus 8. So the total is
37.
plus 8, 45.
45.
45. Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
There
Now,
you go. First big hit on this shit.
you notice across the glass, some of that energy kind of dissipate, and then it rises, then dissipates where you hit. You can see a faint kind of crack where you struck. There is definitely some connection that has been shattered there, but it's not full. You haven't broken through just yet. That's 45 to that. 45. Okay, that's your first attack. You're going to use your bonus action to try and strike again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. Okay,
16.
that'll hit with your bonus. Go ahead and roll just the weapon damage.
Oh, cool. So it's 3d4.
Oh, sorry. Actually, the psychic it is immune to.
Okay.
So reduce. We'll reduce your previous roll by the average of 4. So 41, and then go ahead and roll a d4 plus. So you get the full 4 plus 8 for a total of 12.
There you go, Hondo.
So
Dents in this shit finally. Let's go.
okay, you pull back and strike once more, and you just wedge the dagger into the same spot. It's cracked, but not broken. You're getting there. That is going to be your action, bonus action, and you're going to stay there.
Do I have movement? So can I
Yeah, you still have your full. You used a lot of movement to get around. You still have 10 feet of movement, roughly.
Okay. And I'm right now. What am I I'm on his face.
Yeah, you're kind of think of there being an overhang, kind of brow. You've got
Mhm.
one hand on, and your boot is kind of attached to where the bottom of the eyelid would be, and you're just slamming in.
I think that's a pretty safe spot. I'll stay.
Okay.
I mean, it's away from the big blasty chest thing. So
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Oh yeah, second strike as well. Perfect. Okay.
it's charging up its fucking Black Panther armor.
That's Hondo. It takes us to Alana.
Okay, so I would have heard what Mary said, so I'll just kind of slowly get up and just go, okay, I'm coming. And I'm going to go towards her direction.
Okay, we're going to start climbing?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletic check for me.
Okay.
This is 20 feet up. 25 is the DC to make it all the way to the top.
Okay, 18.
So you kind of meet Hondo on the other side.
Okay.
Using your full move to climb there. You can dash and get to the top easily,
Okay,
but it will cost your action.
that's okay.
All right. Running I'm at attack. Where's my other attack? Regardless, you're both on top for now, but it does cost your action to get up there.
Okay.
Anything for a bonus action?
I don't have anything left for bonus action, so I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. From Alana, we go to Mordo. Good old Mordo. What are we doing? Well, I've got my concentration. Let's see. He sees you all climbing and trying to get up to it. He's going to 30 get to there and just call out he just kind of asks, what do you see? Like, you're all clearly climbing and doing something. You guys can freely speak.
Okay. Just so we don't have to wait till our turn.
No, go ahead.
Just there's a hatch. Trying to get this shit open. Better than nothing.
Okay. Now, let's see. He casts telekinesis,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just going to, with his immense arcane brain, is going to try and use his telekinesis to grab hold of the hatch and try and pry it off.
Yes.
So he can lift the whole object should he want to, but that doesn't actually help you guys. So instead we're going to go with a we're just going to make this a spellcasting ability check against AC.
Which is lower.
Which is lower now. Okay. That's a 24.
Come on, let's go. Get it up a little bit more.
Mary, you're about climbed up there. Alana has fully climbed to the top, and Alan, you're the first one to see it as you watch Mordenkainen, like, arms raised, and like he's like kind of shaking and drenched in sweat and trying to push through the pain, and he focuses on this transmutative energy, and you see where your chisel mark had started, the metal begins to like crumple and bend. He doesn't get it fully open, but you guys can now see there's a full 1.5 feet that is like bent up. That could be one more check would pop the whole thing open. One more successful check. He got you one more success.
Good.
And he is still concentrating on telekinesis for future use.
Yeah.
That is the end of Mordenkainen's turn. Boone. You're conscious, I believe.
I'm awake, baby. I'm ready to party. Hearing Mary call that out, I am going to... How high up is it to the very top?
The top of the creature?
Yeah.
20 feet from the ground.
Tight. I'm going to Misty Step onto it.
Okay.
Which gives me 30 feet to teleport.
Yes.
Misty.
It's like Jenga. I'm just balancing everyone on top of this one miniature.
Kyle's playing his own mini game inside
And
every game of D&D.
I'll twirl my glaive and try and jam it to like wedge this thing open for the last check.
Okay. Let's see. You've got enough room to make this. I'm just debating if I think I want it to be more of a skill check than I want like a weapon, anything.
Yeah,
like
whatever
that.
you want.
Using this as more of like a lever or fulcrum to kind of pop this. So I think what I want is an athletics check.
Okay. I have you tell me if Vow of Enmity would help here. Let me read it.
Your vow would have dropped from going unconscious.
From dying so many times?
Yes.
Okay, let's go athletics. Nice. 24.
Yeah, 24 with the aid of like the 2 successes from Allie getting the first in, the second prying of Mordenkainen's telekinesis with regrets jammed inside. You wedge and you do a full, and it doesn't fly off. The hatch opens and reveals the shadow and darkness interior of a swirling cloud of gray-green energy, rimmed with pink. I'm going to call that your action.
And I used a
action to
bonus.
step. Technically, you still have all your movement. Actually, you have half your movement because you had to stand up. You still technically have 15 feet. If you want to remain, there's not really anywhere to go. But you could drop.
Yeah. Drop off this thing?
You could drop in or off. Or stay. In, off, or stay.
Mike, it's probably dumb to drop in it.
It does seem like there's a swirling.
I was going to say, how smart is Boone?
Maybe... I think I'll just be ready to, like, jump in it, but I won't actually do it.
Okay.
I'll just rip it off and I'll just be, like, holding the thing up.
With the three of you on top, I will also say, any checks to maintain your stability are going to be a disadvantage. There's no longer a whole lot of room here. Three of you are standing on top of the creature, so should that come up, you all have disadvantage on that. Except Hondo, because you're not technically in that fray. You're in the front with better grip.
Is there 4 of us on this robot right now?
Yeah, everyone but the gourd.
Look,
Great.
it's like with a beholder. If you're on the beholder, it can't put you in its eye
I
ray.
guess so. I guess,
Yeah.
unless you're in the eye, but yeah.
Which Hondo is close. Okay. The end of Boone's turn takes us to the Crimson Coin. This guy
They're like, what the fuck is
wakes
going on in
up.
there?
And he commands these two to get back into the fight.
Dumbasses, your boss is fucking dead. What are you doing?
I know that guy had his fucking head on a spike.
Oh no, hon.
30.
Or no, that's Gord. Oh shit,
Gord's
Gord, you're
ready.
not doing. How many hit points does Gord have?
Gord's got 1 billion hit points. Let me check the chat. He's got 55. He's great.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
so
great.
the two guys come out of the hiding and they fire some pistol shots while the captain rushes to Gord with a battle axe drawn
Boy.
and roars a battle cry as he swings the battle axe at Gord.
Swing, bada, bada, bada.
Oh, actually, that's actually not too bad. 18 and 26. Does 18 hit your AC, Gord?
Yep.
Okay. The Great Axe, I should say, not Battle Axe. Great Axe comes across for 19 points of slashing on the first,
Okay.
and 16 points on the second, for a total of 35 points of damage. And I need 2 Constitution saving throws, DC 10.
8 and 12.
8 was the first one?
Yeah.
On the dice or the total with your con save?
With the concept.
Okay. Slow fades.
Fuck.
Shit, well, it was good while we had it.
The slow drops 1 turn before it hits his turn.
Oh,
The shots now ring out. Let's see. We're going to put 1 on each of the targets up top. So against Allie, that's a natural 19. That's going to hit.
Yeah.
Against Boone, that's a natural 3. That'll miss.
Great. Feels good, bro.
Against Mary, Boone right in the middle. That's going to be, nope, that's garbage to you. It's an 18.
nah, not even close.
So, against Alana, the only one to get hit, it's a 9 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and an additional 12 reduced to 6 points of poison damage.
Okay.
That's all that happens there. They end their turns. Comes to the machine's turn.
Oh.
Reinvigorated, no longer slowed. Does it get its thing back? Yes, it does. A little bit of energy returns, but the 3 of you are over top. And Hongo's on its face. Well, 3 attacks. It's going to reach up and try and grab and slam each of you. We'll start with Mary reaching for you. And we'll just go back down the opposite order of what we just did. 1 attack against Mary. That's a 27 to hit.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
Obviously it wouldn't hit, or it would hit, but I have to find it. It's always in a different spot, which is really annoying. Oh, fuck me. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. I have a parry
It's in your features and traits bottom.
Yeah, I found it. If I can I use that here?
What does it say?
When another creature damages you with a melee attack.
Mhm.
Oh wait, that's to reduce the damage. That doesn't really work because it's like trying to grapple you.
It's I'm kind of doing them as like
Attack
flavored
grapple.
punches.
Right, but it does move you. Right?
In theory, because it's a massive creature hitting, and you're on
Yeah.
top of a thing. It's going to try and punch you, and I'm going to have you roll to save to see if you stay on top of it or are thrown.
For some reason I thought it increased your AC, but it doesn't.
No, that's
Decreases
repose
the-
or one of the other ones. What is it?
Yeah, okay. Well, no, then there's nothing I can do. Yes, it does hit me.
Okay. It hits you for. Oh, that's shit. 21 points of force damage.
Okay.
And give me a strength saving throw.
+3 because you're
yeah.
near me. +3 because you're
Yeah.
near me.
Yep.
I'd probably stick him in strength save.
Mhm.
That's like a 27 plus 3.
Yeah, absolutely. A 30. You take the hit, but like you, instead of taking the brunt of it, you like lift yourself up off of it, but hold on to the hand itself, and then land back right where you were. As the other arm sweeps up and spins around, trying to slap Boone off the top. Oh,
The shield.
That's a 19.
Shield. Anyways, 25 is now my armor class. Go
You
away.
shield, and you actually feel it pushes almost through the shield. Like you feel the shield cracking beneath the force of it before finally it protects you.
Oh, God.
Final attack against Alana, reaching and smashing Alana. That is a 27 as well.
Okay.
Against Alana, that's going to be 24 points of force damage.
Okay.
And another a strength save from you with the +3 from Boone.
Okay. 25
Okay.
with
that,
boons. Yeah.
you succeed.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Got it
Now we're going for a ride.
Where are we going?
Whee!
Carrying you across the battlefield towards more allies.
No, God, why? Oh, it's just on. No, never mind. Yeah, make sure he's on his butt.
There we go. I'll do. Okay, that ends its turn.
Okay.
It has its weapon back, but as you guys manage to cling on, it does not take advantage of it. And takes us to Mary. However, no, that's okay. We're good.
Okay,
Mary.
so looking down into this swirling vortex of craziness,
Mm-hmm.
does it look? I can potentially use my eye for detail if I need to try to like investigate. Does it look like maybe there's like it's a ghost that's behind like a force shield holding it in? That's my theory.
Is it ghosts?
Is the ghost in there and it's like it's being kept captive by like a bubble?
There's no bubble, but it is.
Oh, I
being
thought you said
kept-
surrounded by pink energy.
There is pink energy everywhere, but it's just like the light of pink energy. It doesn't feel like there's a physical protection.
Okay.
But it is remaining inside.
Okay. It is not escaping
Currently,
to its own will, potentially.
you're not sure.
Okay. Well, I came up here to help open this thing, and it's open now. So now I don't know what to do with my turn, and I thought I was going to dispel something. But I
Dispel
don't
the
need to.
spooky, scary stuff. What if it's spooky?
The
I
spooky,
don't know.
scary stuff isn't like a spell. Like, I don't know what it is.
You can
It
take
looks-
an
Stab
action to identify it.
You can stab it.
God. I can stab it. That seems like a really bad idea.
That's true. It's Boone talking.
I know. I only have
No.
60 hit points. Pink energy means it's probably protecting it somehow, and it's gonna like fucking lash out at me. I just don't want it to lash out at everyone else, like if it explodes, because you guys are fucking low. Okay. I'm sorry. I again had a plan, and everything changed.
Say stab it.
Can I use my bonus action eye for detail anyway
Mm-hmm.
to make an investigation check first?
For what?
To see if I can see anything else on the inside of this hatch.
Sure.
Is there like controls potentially through the mist or like anything?
Absolutely.
Okay, off button.
Make your
Off
check at disadvantage.
Well, the first one was a really good roll.
Roll another.
The second one was still decent.
Okay.
So investigation, that is a 29.
Okay. You look inside this, what looks like a kind of like a to us like a cockpit. Like it's got a large kind of a chair area, and it's got some what looks like some switches and buttons and knobs and gears and things that would make sense to create and move an automaton. But all around the interior are arcanely etched sigils that are faintly kind of glowing with that pink energy each time you see it hit or get hit. It is innately kind of empowered in some capacity. However, through the shadow and smoke, to which you see a draconic form staring back at you from inside the form, this shadow and ghostly energy staring back and like grinning this draconic smile. You can see through to the base of where you can actually see Hondo on the other side of the kind of viewing section, and right beneath that there is a glowing pinky purple space between the kind of where the chest cavity extends out in that kind of Iron Man style like chest armor. Inside the conical area where it opens up and apertures up to reveal the blasting energy, you can see the source. Inside there is a singular pinky purple crystal that is jagged and kind of suspended inside of this little space, inside its own kind of box in the heart of the machine.
Like a little arcane, like light box, or like in a physical box?
It looks more to be a containment unit of arcane force.
Okay. The dragon's just like around. Fuck. Okay. I still have my action.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Okay, I'm gonna try to fucking hit the dragon and let's see what happens.
You're gonna hit the dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or wait, should I hit it or just? No, it knows that this thing is power, obviously, and it's like, can I try to convince it to get the fuck out of there? I'm like, that's not gonna work. It's just so there's not room. I can't get in there with the dragon because it's fucking taking up the space, and it seems like a terrible idea.
You're not sure?
It's a spooky ghost dragon, though.
It is a spooky ghost dragon.
Do you still have Mage's Bane?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. That's why I was thinking of dispelling something that was in there. But, like, there's nothing specific to dispel. You can't dispel a creature, a ghost dragon. That doesn't really work. Okay. Instead, I'm gonna look to Alana and say, a little storm might not hurt, and I will, knowing that that's probably gonna hurt everything else, slide down the side of it.
Off the exterior?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Now it's 20 feet down, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna ask for an acrobatics check.
I know. I'm trying
I'm
to figure
trying
out
to
if I
hear
want
the
to go.
rest of what your plan is.
I'm trying to figure out if I don't have a plan. I'm figuring this out as I go. I'm trying to figure out if I need to go. No, I'm gonna hang off the side of it. I'm not gonna like get all the way down. I'm just gonna like hang around the side, kind of to like where its arm is potentially, just
Okay.
so I'm not right by the thing, but I'm still within, if possible, 10 feet of both Boone and Alana.
Yes. Okay. I allow all of that.
Okay, and then as my action,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna chuck a bead of force at this big fucker.
Nice.
Oh, around the other side.
That's
Yeah.
a smart play.
Now, actually, yeah, you can angle it so it doesn't connect with Gord, because it's like
It'll be fine if it does.
it's a big radial thing that would
Yeah.
encompass Gord as well.
That would be bad.
Okay, dexterity save.
Yes, it is. It's low DC.
Where is my guy? Let's see. Yeah, that is a 14.
Oh, it's a 15 DC.
Okay.
Wow.
So it takes 5d4 force damage.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Shit.
trapped
Man, my
inside.
d4. It's so far. Oliver, don't you dare fucking steal that. I swear to God. Okay. It's only 1. That's a 3. So that's,
4.
what did I say? It's 5d4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus a 2. So it's what, 6?
Yep.
Another 3, 9.
9
Only another 1, 10.
plus 4.
Plus 4.
14 points of force damage. Okay.
Oh, no, it's not plus 4. It's just 5d4 force damage.
Oh, 10 points of force damage. Okay.
Yeah, but it's also enclosed in a
Mhm.
minute. Is there a way, so it's like, it's creatures within 10-foot radius. I can't quite see. The other guy's too far, right?
Yeah, that's why I was talking about positioning so it didn't hit Gord.
Gord.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
the other guy is too far, so it's only going to be
That's
this
okay.
big guy.
He is now enclosed in a sphere for
Mhm.
1 minute. He's a
Does the-
giant beach ball.
Does it rise or fall? Does it like shrink him, or is it his size? Does it say anything about changing the size? Like, does it grow or
It's just
shrink?
his size.
It's
It
just a
doesn't.
big
It
ball?
also doesn't say the size of a creature in here.
Well, that's, I mean, up to a certain limit. Large is fine.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything. All it says is within a 10-foot radius of the bead and in the bead. So I imagine the bead has a 10-foot radius.
Yeah, so it would be no creature larger than huge, essentially. But
Yeah.
he's large, so you're fine. And he is encompassed inside this bead. And he's
And
very
I'm just-
confused and angry and attacks the bead, but it doesn't do anything.
He's a dumbass. Okay. Sorry that took so long. That is my turn.
It's all good.
Ends Mary's turn, takes to Gord. Gord, this creature in front of you just suddenly is in a bubble.
Great.
I shall cast Blur.
Okay. Cast Blur on yourself. Give yourself a little protection. You suddenly Gord begins to shift and swirl his image in space. Suddenly, just like
Sick.
shifting and becoming a little harder to see. Are you going to stay there? Or are you going to move?
I'm gonna move just as far away as I can get.
Okay. You will risk an attack of opportunity from the machine. Is that cool?
Sure.
Okay. You begin to move 5, 10, 15. 20. Do you want to get like back over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put you up here just because it's cool. He is going to swipe out at you. Just a kick. I think that is a 25. Yep, 25 to hit. Let's roll some dice. Oh, wait, he has disadvantage because you're blurred. Hang on. That's higher. So let's take 25. That's not great. Rolls. That's unfortunate. It's 24 points of force damage from the attack.
I'm down.
Okay.
What? No. Weren't you at 55?
I got hit again, and then I went down to like 20.
Oh, no.
Gord attempts to protect himself and get out of dodge, but the machine, despite all that's happening atop its head, kicks out, and even with the blur, Gord is thrust over top of a bunch of rubble and rolls to a stop. Gord is unconscious.
Not great. Not great, folks.
Hondo, clinging to the front of the machine's face. You've smashed in and left a good dent and crack in the glass kind of like eye. And you can see at the heart, where this aperture keeps opening up, that energy is glowing and bursting, ready to fire once more. What are you doing?
So it's not open yet, but it's going to open?
You're not sure. Like, it looks like it has the capacity to. You've seen it prepare like this before.
I will get the dynamite ready.
Okay. Hondo sparks his dynamite, and now hanging on the face, I'm going to give you advantage to shove it down the hole when it opens, provided you're still on its face when it gets to that time. Anything you want to try with a bonus action?
I guess I could heal someone with my bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend's dead. Oh,
Yeah, I'll use, let me get
Inspirations and
How many do you have
healing.
left?
Let me check my spells. Yeah, I'll do Gordo.
Okay. You healing word Gord?
Mm-hmm.
How do
What
you
level?
reawaken Gord with your healing word?
I say, Gordo, look to the patio lanterns,
Wow.
and you will be free.
Gord, you roll over from unconsciousness with the light of patio lanterns in the sky before they dissipate, and you see Hondo clinging to the front of a war machine's face.
That is a inside joke deep cut.
But Hondo, that is held action in your bonus action. Gord is conscious. That ends your turn. Takes us to Alana. Boone, you're coming up.
Okay. Where am I positioned now?
Sorry, Hondo, did you roll the healing word for Gord?
I'm doing it right now. 2d4 plus 4. 1, 2.
No, you're doing a second level healing word?
Yep.
Okay, just want to clarify.
7
Ooh.
plus 4, 11.
Gord, you heal 11. Alana, you are currently up on top, directly beside the now opened hatch. Boone is kind of on the opposite side of the hatch. Two of you are standing on either side of this open, kind of 5-foot space. Mary has slid off to your right, but is still within like 5 feet of you, but is like hanging off the side of the machine.
Okay. Can I do call lightning?
Yeah, absolutely, you can.
Okay.
You guys are in an outside space. You hold the hammer in two hands, look to the skies, and a storm begins to rumble and roll. It darkens over top and blots out the artificial moonlight. And you hear the as lightning begins to kind of spark all around the battlefield. The Crimson Coin members you can see around the backside, seeing their captain suddenly encapsulated in forest bubble and lightning suddenly appear in a place that has very little weather. They are scared. I believe it's your action to summon the storm and subsequent actions to create lightning with it.
Yes.
So that is the round for now.
Okay, perfect.
Are you going to stay on top?
Yes.
Okay. And no bonus actions? All good?
Nope, all good.
Okay, concentrating on the lightning, ready to unleash the lightning down into this unholy beast. That takes us to Mordenkainen and then Boone on deck.
Come on, Mordo.
Mordenkainen still got telekinesis up. Let's see. Telekinesis up. You know what he's actually going to do? Mordenkainen is going to try and exert his telekinesis to bring the creature to its knees and try and pin it and force it in a pseudo prone position.
Hell yeah.
So with telekinesis, if we're going to do a contested his intelligence modifier versus there is a thing for this creature. You can try and move, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability contested by this creature's strength check. Okay. So, spellcasting ability versus strength.
Kyle, only because this might actually change. I think when Allie casts that spell, she gets to put down a lightning bolt on the first time.
Is it?
I'm reading the spell right now. When you cast the spell, choose a point you can see under the cloud.
It did give me a damage when I clicked on it.
Oh, great. Then let's what was the damage?
29.
Damn.
So the one thing is when you pick it you pick a point and every creature around 5 feet of it takes that damage. So for this, it stays up though. So for this first one, you could put it kind of south where it's the only creature.
Yeah.
And not hitting all of us, but
there's a point. Because it's so big, although there's so many of you on it, I'd say there's a point actually behind that you could kind of hit it in the ass and not hurt any of you. But is it a dex save against? Whoa.
It's dex save.
I didn't do that. My lights just flared.
Yeah, it's a dex save.
Dex save coming up.
I knew the drama, Kyle. I was ready for it.
It does succeed with a 20 even, I believe. So it takes half of 29, which we'll call 15. However, takes it half again as it is resistant.
Jesus.
You strike down the lightning. It catches its back foot and it begins to kind of spark up. And Alana and Boone, you on top, you watch as the lightning radiates up the back and kind of across its whole form, distributing the energy across the whole form. And where it kind of sparks and hits, you can see that purplish energy kind of flare and then dissipate into the armor. It doesn't seem to have a huge reaction to it, but you see that there is some connection there. Absolutely, it's dealt some damage for sure. Okay, great. I love that. Mordenkainen, telekinesis versus the machine. Strength versus intelligence. Here we go.
Come on, Mordo. Fuck this guy. Brains versus brawn.
I believe an 18 versus a 15 wins.
Ooh, who?
For Mordenkainen.
Yay!
With all of you on top, you feel this as the lightning strikes. The foot that it strikes, Mordenkainen pulls and it tumbles down onto that knee, and then with his exerted force, he just grips the whole thing. You can see both his hands gripping an imaginary basketball and shaking as he pushes down, and you hear this creaking of metal as the whole thing drops to its knees. I'm going to consider it restrained or prone in terms of giving you guys bonuses to attacks and saves and things. As Mordenkainen concentrates and just yells out, "Do something fast!" That ends his turn. Boom, we're to you.
Does he? It usually goes after me, doesn't it?
Almost immediately, yeah.
So I will look over at Mordo, look at Hondo with this dynamite, and then I'll glance at my gauntleted hand, and I'll just raise my hand in the air so that fire starts to spark with the gauntlet, and I'll be like, "Do it, Hondo!" And then I'm gonna hold my action to jettison the flames into the thing when he throws the dynamite in.
So you're gonna drop down to are you gonna jettison them into the cockpit or down to the chess piece?
You described it I could see Hondo in the chess piece through that space, couldn't I?
So you can see Hondo through, imagine you're looking into the front of an airplane and Hondo's in the front of the airplane outside through the window. So you can see into the cockpit, and then in between the two of you, there is that purplish gem. However, on your side inside, there's a kind of a box around it of force, whereas it opens and blasts out to Hondo's side, revealing a kind of a way to get at it for short periods of time. So if you dropped beside Hondo, the two of you could throw in together and make like a combined attack inside, or you could try and throw inside and hope that it hurts the crystal, but will certainly hurt the dragon that's in there. And then, the housing of the machine. You'll hit both, essentially.
But I wouldn't get the cool dynamite thing necessarily?
Not necessarily, because it seems there's a layer of protection from inside. So a choice needs to be made.
I will... I like the image on top, so I'm just going to do it now. I'll just go like that, and I'll just like slam it down like that, and I'll cast the fire into it.
You throw the fire inside. The machine automatically fails.
Let me pull this up. Okay, so it is fire jet. 60 feet long, 5 feet wide, DC 15, 5d10. Let's roll it.
The machine automatically fails, but it is resistant to fire, so it'll take half damage.
Okay.
And the dragon
wow, pretty good.
makes it's a dex save.
Yes.
That's a 10.
Great. 28 damage.
So machine takes 14. Dragon takes the full. What's math? There we go. And you hear as the fire jet reaches down and just engulfs the entirety of the chamber inside this cockpit that is maybe 7 feet tall and 3 or 4 feet wide. It's not big enough for one person comfortably, 2 people uncomfortably. And you just, with an array of blast of fire, just circles around the interior, begins to just burn away at anything flammable. And you see it kind of catching some of the smoke and the necrotic energy of the ghost dragon, who you hear roar in sudden pain. The machine makes no alteration to its mood, but you've got the dragon's attention.
Sick.
That's your action.
Yeah, I don't really know if I have anything else. Nah, that's it.
Okay, end of Boone's turn. That takes us to the coin. The bubbled up captain doesn't really do shit because he's in a bubble. These guys fuck off.
Does he hamster ball?
Can he move? Can he move?
He can hamster ball. Let me see. I think there's a strength save involved, but he can technically hamster ball.
I mean, he tried.
An enclosed creature can use its action to push against a sphere wall, moving the sphere up to half the creature's walking speed.
God, it's so pathetic.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, anyone can. It only weighs a pound, so anyone can pick it up and hook it.
Fucking throw him.
He gets to there, anyways. Just rolling as everyone just starts to see the tide turning, or at the very least not want to be here anymore.
Changing.
So they are gone. The Crimson Coin have fled or died, and for the time being are no more. However, this machine doesn't know that. The dragon doesn't seem to care. As it comes to the dragon's turn and the machine's turn simultaneously, the dragon, you see in the wake of the flame, the lightning overhead, you see a face begin to kind of swirl of smoke and form into a pseudo-realistic draconic face that's, inches before your outstretched hand as you pull back, and it snarls and snaps, and it reaches its head out before kind of falling back in.
Get a moment?
Hang on. I'm debating if the dragon does something or the machine does something. Dragons. No. You just hear a furious draconic roar that echoes in the base of your chest, and it just reverberates, amplified by the machine itself. And it says, "You crave only destruction. I will give it to you. I will reclaim everything I have lost from your ashes. You mean nothing." And roars out as the aperture opens once more.
Do it, Hondo. Do it, you son of a bitch.
Hondo, you throw the dynamite in. Go ahead and make an attack roll. So just roll 2d20s. You have advantage.
Just Hondo hanging there waiting.
2d20s, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I roll.
Okay. One of those is a
Nat
natural
20?
20
20.
and a 5.
Okay. Roll damage, which you've tied 2 sticks of dynamite together. So that's
Look, technically,
6d6.
is this a weapon? Does he get his wonderful little sneak attack? He's like right there.
This is
Sneak
not
attack on
sneak
dynamite?
attack on dynamite.
Yeah,
That's the
that
most
would be
bullshit
cool as
thing I've ever heard.
fuck.
I like the ask, though. I like
That's the most
ask.
bullshit. But he rolled a 20, so he does get to double the dice in this case.
So, I'm
Six.
sorry, what did you say?
6d6.
66.
Now this
Let's
is going
go.
to be crucial
It's going to be interesting.
for reasons you don't yet understand.
Oh, boy.
All right.
24.
So 48.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
What the
Ah.
fuck?
Hondo, where you turn and spin the dynamite, you see the aperture open. And we're going to resolve that too in a second, because it still blasts out the energy. You throw the dynamite in. You take the hit in the arm that throws out, because it's an instantaneous action. You're throwing against the energy, and this wick is down to a nose hair. And you throw it in, and it almost instantly explodes. But as you throw it in, you can see this crystal that is maybe 6 inches long and jagged and cracked, a very natural kind of element, a gem, and it may 1.5 inches wide. It's kind of almost like dagger-like shard. You throw it in, and you watch the eruption of the dynamite kind of contained in this little space and wrap the shard, and through the flame and through what will soon be withering destruction to the side of your face and arm, you see 1,000 little thin cracks and breaks across this shard.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw with advantage, because you're only kind of half in it.
18.
Okay,
Great.
that's really good. But roll again, just for
Get a 20.
safety's sake.
Get another natural 20. Come on.
You get a 20. I'll let you full dodge it.
Okay, now what? Feels right.
So con save is +4, so 22.
Okay, that's a success. I had the time, had it aimed towards Gord, but I was actually going to aim towards Mordenkainen because he was kind of more the threat. So he was going to kind of turn and aim the beam towards Mordenkainen to try and hit him to stop the control over the body, etc. It made better sense. So in the turn, it blasts out towards Mordenkainen.
Come on, Mordo. Be brave.
That's a success.
Attaboy!
A very good success. And with that, he's going to capture some of the energy and hopefully save his life. Because he doesn't have a ton of hit points, even just half this. Although he's resistant to some of it, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Sorry, this is me talking to myself. Don't worry about me. The two of you succeed and suffer. Oh, that's so bad. 36 necrotic reduced to 18. And 28 radiant reduced to 14. For a total of 32 points of total damage. Are you still up?
Are you up, Hondo?
I'm still alive.
Okay. I need to roll for Mordenkainen.
This is stressful. What's your health, Hondo?
25.
Okay.
All of you... Is Gordon conscious currently?
No, Hondo saved him.
He's just prone.
Mhm.
All of you see as this beam kind of arcs and splinters across the ground in this jagged arc towards Mordenkainen. He gets hit and thrown into the garrison house, but you see at the last second there's like a shroud of arcane force that you're hoping has saved his life, but you don't see him. He's just lost into the rubble as the machine turns and the telekinesis fades, and he just stands carrying all of you along top of it. However, Boone and Alana up top of the machine, you saw the wreathed explosion from Hondo's actions. Something has shifted inside. That energy is beginning to spark. That purple energy that's in all the pieces is flaring, and you see it melt and bend a piece of the interior metal, and the box around it begins to drip and melt. The draconic force who took the action there to blast that out sees what is happening here, growls, and you watch as it blasts past Alana and Boone, and all of you see flared wide this massive green and gray and black shroud of ghostly energy in the form of a dragon. Thusirix, the great miser, now a ghostly entity, rise 30, 40 feet above all of you and just stare down, and then just laughs. This guttural, gross, hitched laugh as it watches. The machine moves no more without a pilot, but the crystal is destroyed, but its energy has yet to cease. What do you do?
Pilot the dragon.
I jump inside the fucking robot.
You jump inside. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Let's go. 15.
15 just succeeds currently. You take 2 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
As you immediately drop inside, you can feel. You know Radiant. You're a holy person, even if not devout in a religious way. You understand the energies of solar energy, of celestial energy. This is a radiance of withering force. This is a radiation, not a radiance. This is a nuclear bomb whose core was just snapped. And inside the wall of force that is containing the box, that is the box, it's melting.
I shout for another bead or something, or is this dragon still above us though?
Mm-hmm.
I'll like shout that this thing's gonna blow. How How big is that box?
The box itself sits inside kind of a cavity that it's kind of like connected into. It's built into the chest, like it's a part of the wall, so to speak. And it's about a foot square.
So could I grab it?
It's like built into the wall. You have to pry it out of the wall.
I'm gonna try and pry it out of this thing.
Okay. Make a. If you're gonna try and just use your hands, make a strength check.
Yeah, because it'd be too hard to like maneuver my glaive, eh?
Yeah,
If I can roll
especially with the glaive, just that it's like size.
17.
You are trying just to find like a grip for your hands, and it's sheer to the metal that's kind of around it. As you're trying to go, though, you do see there is kind of a locking mechanism that could be open, and like it would open up the box. You could open and get at it, but the lock is currently, it's locked. So either picked, broken, something.
I'll just shout like, "Oh no, there's a lock, bro! I need help."
Okay. Keep in mind, only 2 people can really be in here at a time. Are you staying in?
Yeah, I've done some stuff.
Okay. We'll keep this initiative order then continuing, because we have a specific number of rounds to worry about. Mary, we come to you in this turn. Is there anything you're doing?
Frantically going through inventories and trying to figure out what the fuck we have. And I have a question about who... I know Brock has it, but he doesn't have it on his sheet. Oh, here it is. It's on Valentine's sheet. The gate gem apparatus. I know Brock has it because this has a gate spell.
God, we've never used this before.
No, this isn't gonna work. Fuck. I was
And also
wondering...
plane shit doesn't work here very
I
well.
know, that's what I'm kind of realizing.
That's a
I
good
was
idea.
wondering
That's a good idea.
if you could plane shift the thing to the
hell.
astral sea. That's my thought. But that's not gonna work. Oh, wait, no, none of us can plane shift out of here. Fuck me, because I know Hondo is away to the astral sea too, but none of that's gonna work.
That you know of.
Yeah, well...
Nobody's tried.
Yeah, but what if you get stuck in the astral sea?
That is a problem.
Yeah, we'd go get him.
It's a big sea.
Okay. Shit. I honestly don't know if I have anything here that I can do.
Well, then let's break the initiative then instead. Less initiative, and instead, it's just going to be a timed thing that I'm going to, as you guys are tossing ideas and suggestions out, I'm going to tell you as time ticks by.
Okay.
Ready?
Go.
We can try and reinforce this thing. Okay, Brawley, first off, if you're up there, we need to get this
Yeah.
fucking thing out of here.
Okay, I'm coming. I jump in.
Okay, Alana and Boone, now you're both inside. I need you to make Constitution saving throw, and at this point, Boone, I need a second one from you.
Add 3 to mine.
Yeah.
Brawley.
At 3? Okay.
Does beat of force work on objects?
Mine was only 12.
Creature. A 12 is a failure.
20.
You succeed. Okay, you both take 1 point of radiant damage, but Boone, you get a point of exhaustion.
Oh,
This
no.
withering radiance is
It hurts. It's real
working
bad.
you down.
Oh.
A beat of force only works against creatures.
So...
Lana, you drop in here. What are you doing?
Yeah, he says, help me pull this, so I begin to
You're
help
gonna try
him
and
pry
just
it.
pull the box off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, either pull the thing or break the lock. Whatever one was good.
If it's pull, I'll give you advantage as the 2 of you can work together. If you're going to break
Yes.
it, it's just going to be an attack, and we'll do damage versus a lock.
Let's do with advantage.
Okay, so strength check with advantage as both you and Boone just like shove in hands and weapons and smaller tools to try and pry the metal around whatever this box is.
Okay. Hold on, one more time. 25.
That is the DC. Hit again. This is a very challenging thing to do, and you've managed to wedge enough in that you've got it more or less out. I would say another round will pass before you fully kind of pop it out, but with the 25, you guys will have it.
Okay.
As that takes us through a round, as the rest of you, one round ticks by. What's everyone else doing outside in this first
We have a
round?
nuclear warhead melting down. We need to get it out here or something, or else everyone's
Yeah,
gonna
my
die.
next thought is, can you ethereal an item with oil of etherealness?
I think it still needs to be a creature.
Fuck. I know it's and the stuff you're carrying, so.
Oh, actually, we do need to resolve one thing. There's a dragon.
Yeah, there's a big dragon above us.
A big
What's it up
dragon.
to?
What is it doing? It kind of thought it looked like it was just hanging.
He's about to leave. He's not gonna leave without a little parting gift.
He's a little mad though.
Okay.
As the dragon rises up, as Elena and Boone, you both drop inside. Everyone else starts scattering and trying to figure out what to do as this thing is detonating. And the dragon is laughing and maniacally cackling over this encounter. You've brought about your own demise. And unleashes his breath weapon in a shadowy mist. I need con saves from everyone.
Oh boy, I'm probably gonna die here, y'all. It's not gonna go well. +3 for you, Brawley. Oh, that's the end of Boone. It was fun knowing him.
18 and 4, 22.
22 succeeds.
25.
Succeeds.
33.
Holy
Succeeds.
shit, Allie.
12.
Fail. Gord, you're caught in this as well. On the tail, it's a big cone.
Fuck. Gord doesn't have a lot of health either. What'd you roll, Gordo?
Constitution
So do you
saving throw?
do a con save?
Yes, please.
11.
Failure. Boone and Gord, you each take 40 points of cold damage.
Damn.
20 points to the rest of you.
Oh.
Actually, 10 points to Hondo as you're resistant to cold.
Must be nice.
Boone and Gord, you're both down.
Yep.
Okay. As the dragon flies off, as everyone reels from this, Alana, you don't get the box fully pulled as Boone just falls beside you. And you feel this icy cold wind and ice begins to cascade out and across. And ice does actually grip the box to the wall as it encompasses everything. I will need a second check without advantage to try and pull it free, but we'll come back to that after we figure out what everyone else is doing. The dragon takes off and flies 80 feet away, still kind of laughing, just cackling. You're still technically in range if you wanted to make aggressive actions against it, but there's pressing matters. Mary and Hondo, is there anything you guys are doing?
Gord's down, right?
I can't pick a lock, right?
With what? Sorry, you can't pick him up.
No, I can't pick the lock.
You haven't got to the box yet. You have to climb back up, which you can do, but it's going to be harder now because everything's covered in ice. Are you going to try and climb to the top?
I think it might be better I do that. Well, I can also heal Gord too.
You can
I
do
have
both.
I have a potion left, so I can go do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Mary runs to Gord. Hondo, give me an athletics check at disadvantage.
My last potion.
So, whoa.
Nice catch.
First one, 10.
Okay.
Plus athletics. 9. So 19 for the first roll.
Okay.
And 12.
Okay, so the 19 is enough for you to manage to, because you're already kind of halfway up where you were already through the bomb, and so you manage to scale the top. You don't get inside though. You scoot across the icy top and you look down inside. You see Allie still kind of struggling, and you see Boone unconscious.
Okay, you said Allie and Boone are unconscious?
Allie is conscious. She's trying to struggle with the box, but she hasn't got it yet. Boone's unconscious.
Okay, can I give Boone a potion?
You've used your action to kind of climb.
Oh,
If you have any spells, you could do a healing word, but that would be it for this round.
I think I have like one spell slot left.
You don't have to use it,
It'd
but
be useful to help. Okay,
Could it be useful to help?
help Boone.
Yes.
So I will help. I will use my second level cure wounds.
The last
Okay.
one.
you drop in, you touch Boone, you heal
Is it
him.
healing word or cure wounds?
And Kyle said he had to use his action to move.
Healing word.
So that's 2d4 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Gang, how are we gonna get out of this one?
7 plus 4, 11.
Boone, you heal 11. Mary, you heal Gord for 9. And you guys see Mordenkainen pull himself out of the interior of the Garrison House compound, shaken, bloodied, dusty, and hurt, but alive. And he kind of just stumbles his way out to look over the wreckage. As we come to our third round, Boone, you're conscious. Allie, you're conscious. I need both of you inside to make con saves.
Yeah, 25.
Success.
23.
Success. You each take 2 points of radiant damage.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Alana, I guess with Boone conscious, would you guys try and pull the box once more?
Yeah, if he's able to help, I guess so.
Could I just give her advantage and still do something my turn?
Yeah?
Well, if you give her advantage, that's helping. That's your action.
Yeah, we gotta get this thing out. Let's do it.
Okay.
It would be disadvantage because of the ice. It becomes an advantage with Boone's aid. It becomes a straight roll. So Alana, straight roll, DC 25,
Okay.
strength save.
Strength save. 26.
With the two of you, Boone, you're just stabbing and chipping away at the ice, just using every ounce of strength, like you were unconscious, came back to, and just like you didn't even realize you were unconscious there for a second. You just came and just started chipping away ice, and Alana, you just smash and pop the box out in your hand. In this 1 foot by 1 foot caked in ice, the one side has completely melted away, and it exposes the entire interior to this of radiance that immediately you feel your hair kind of begin to kind of like wilt, and like your eyes dry up instantaneously. What are you guys doing?
Okay. Should I toss it and like inform Morden ahead of time? Be like, hey, use your telekinesis and like toss it somewhere. Like, can you do that?
He doesn't have telekinesis up anymore, I don't think.
No, he doesn't.
No, he
And we
No.
don't even know where he is.
No, you guys saw him come out of the rubble just now.
While I was fixing Gord, could I have shouted out to him something like, "This shit's gonna blow, it's gonna be fucking bad. I was trying to think the plane shifted somewhere, but I don't know if that would work here." I was
He just
trying
kind
to
of
get his
stumbles.
thoughts.
He says, I haven't had enough time to understand it. Let me see. And he just starts like running and tumbling towards, lifts himself up, and lands on top of the machine as you guys bring it up out of the interior. As he looks down at it, it takes quite a bit of time for him to get to the other side. I would like another con save from the four of you now as he arrives. And Mary and Gordon, you guys could have done something in this round as well.
Add a +3 to mine. Natural 20!
Nice. +3 to everyone there then.
16.
Is that +3?
Yes.
Okay, that's a success.
You too?
Yeah, con save for you as well.
+3 Hondo.
14.
With my +3?
Oh, +3, 17.
Success. You all take 3 points of radiant damage.
Fuck, I'm gonna die again soon.
Mordenkainen gets to you all and just like, oh, and like hurts, and he just kind of like tries to like shield his eyes to like look at it through the ice, through the pain, into the interior of what this is. As Marion Gord, sorry, is there anything you guys wanted to do?
I have something stupid.
Great.
I'm gonna yell out into the fucking ether. My lady, the asshole's dead. There's a giant fucking dragon. If you can do literally anything, the coin's gone. Your time to shine.
Tell her about the bomb too. There's a bomb about to destroy all of Sigil.
Trying to think what makes the most sense here. Piercing pain behind your eyes in the core of your brainstem. You hear her voice in your brain, but aggressive. It stings. Every word, every syllable spikes into your brain as she says, "My aid is of no use while that exists. Deal with it." It's aggressive, but it's not dismissive. She, in your passive insight, she admits a weakness.
Does Morta say anything after he's taken this time to study it?
It's going to take him another round.
Sigil's like a circle, right?
It's a donut.
It's a donut.
This is like an atomic bomb, though. Like, could I? Well, okay, never mind. The round is probably that thing going on there, so I'll wait.
For you, that would be the end of that round.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Scott.
I don't know. Like, I mean, we could try and shove it in a bag of holding. We could try and dump out a bag of holding and then shove it in a bag of holding.
No, that's gonna, like, if it explodes, it's gonna create a black hole. Like, that's even worse. So my only other thought, we'll have to see what Mordenkainen's gonna do. I don't know how to stop it for now. A bead of force has to be a creature. Plane shift has to be a creature. And a creature. So it's not even like you can't do it to somebody else. You need like a banishment. We also don't know if that would work.
Banishment's also a creature.
Yeah.
Do we think bead of force would protect that?
You can't activate it without it being a creature. Now, you could bead of force someone in there with it. Certainly doom them.
Ugh, that's a terrible idea. But we also don't know if it's like bead of force is just a bead of force. Like, it can dispel. A giant fucking magical explosion is probably going to dispel an item with a 15 DC. Like,
that's a fair assessment.
So bead of force wouldn't work, we don't think?
It would contain for as much as you think a bead of force would contain this.
I'm gonna buy some full round. Like, I think it would be like a split second.
As you all are just trying to run around mulling ideas, kicking ideas out, Mordenkainen pushes through the pain and sees. He says, "Where are the gods?" I've seen these before. The one I dealt with was not active in this way, but its power, if it was whole, it would level this entire plane. In this shattered, smaller form, well, this ward, certainly. Either we flee, sacrifice the ward and those in it, and save ourselves, or we get it out of the city. And by my estimate, we have about 24 seconds.
What does he mean by get out of the city? Or
Yeah,
we
that-
get? Sorry, did he say we get out of the city or get it out of the city?
He said in its form, it's going to, in this small form, it's going to blow up this hive ward. It's going to destroy the hive ward, the entire ward. That means either you guys need to get far enough
The
away.
fuck out of here.
Now, it's, that was a little dramatic. It won't blow the whole quarter of the city. But you guys need to clear a good chunk of space in the next 24, 25
Which we
seconds.
we can't do.
I say we get out. Let's go.
Whoa,
Or-
no, like we need. Okay, my
Contain,
only.
hide, just get rid of it in one of the other aforementioned ways, through which he may be able to, if you try to choose one, he may be able to try and parse down what will work. He immediately dismisses a beta force will be destroyed in the first millisecond of its explosion. We
Okay,
need something bigger. We need it to get gone. I've used a lot of
Bigger.
my resources through the day.
so here's another thing. It's potentially a bad idea. If somehow we can get teleportation thing working, Hondo, you can get to the astral sea and back in 2 actions.
Mhm.
I'm
Just
going
drop
to
it
try to. I'm going to try to find that spot in my brain again where I felt the stabbiness,
Mhm.
and say, "Is it within your means to permit breaking through the plains just a few times to get this things out of here?"
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Hey. First one's a 5. The second one is a 17.
It's good. It's
So-
better.
18.
18. You had 1. Oh my god.
Oh. All right. You're back for the next 12 seconds. Stabs in your mind,
Okay.
but you have 2 rounds.
Hondo,
Okay.
take it.
Okay, I'll take
Hondo,
it.
you have to take it and then come. You have to drop it off. You gotta come back.
You have to drop it off in the astral sea and get the fuck back here.
Mhm.
Does he choose where he goes in the astral sea?
No.
No, it's just random.
It's random, yeah.
Hondo, wearing your robe of stars, standing already with the box. Okay, it's you, Mordenkainen, Boone, and Alana. Before this happens, we come into the 5th round. I need everyone here to make con saves.
You're killing me, Smalls. I don't know. Add 3. You're near me. 19.
Anyone
Success.
heal Hondo before he goes. He's hurt.
17 and 4, 21 con save.
Success.
16.
Success. And Mordenkainen. Success. You each take 3 points of radiant damage.
Fuck. Before I die, I'm not dead yet. I only have 3 health left. I grab Hondo's shoulder while he grips the thing, and I cast Death Ward on him.
Okay. Death ward
Smart.
encompasses Hondo. You feel somewhat inured to
So
death.
like emerald scatters on you.
Uh,
Get out of here!
Mordenkainen says, "You go somewhere dangerous, but kind of fits. Could work." It
Go
could
to the
work.
astral sea. Get out of here. Take it.
Do you activate the Robo Stars?
Yeah.
Okay. Holding the box, you can feel the walls of force are suddenly goopy in your hands. You can feel like sap. It's sticky, and it's falling apart beneath the immense pressure inside. These walls of force literally can be destroyed by only a spell that turns what focuses it to ash. And this is turning it to mush. And in your hands, you hold the biggest and most powerful bomb that you've ever even imagined. As you hold it in one hand and go to close the robe and activate its feature of taking you to the astral plane for the first time.
Yeah.
In the split second before you connect the 2 bits of the robe to activate. From the shard, this creeping mental probe enters your mind. Here we stay. Destroy. We can destroy much together. Do not cast aside such a hope. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh
Oh
boy.
no. You're close to Scott.
You've got a +3. With Boone right there.
So 7.
Oh.
And
You had.
wisdom save is +3, 10, +3, 13.
That's not a lot.
It's not great.
It's not a lot.
Oh boy.
You close the robe, but you can't activate the feature.
No.
Something
I grab
in your
the box.
mind says, there's too much here, too much to play with, it's too much fun.
I grab the box. I slam down the glaive, and I look at Mordenkainen, and I say, "Send me to the Astral Sea."
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
There's a sword there.
20.
We can throw it down there.
20. Mordenkainen looks for a fleeting moment at Hondo with a look you can't quite identify for but a second, for the analytical, logical mind says, no, action first, we'll talk about this later. Looks to you and says, Godspeed, Boon Vedette. And he casts, you don't resist the spell. He, with the 1 round remaining of free teleportation and plane shifting, free from this contained space of Sigil. Boone, you are standing before the most powerful mage who's ever existed. A dwarven princess of lightning and thunder, and a fish man who is also there. And then there is just silver. You're weightless. You look about a silver expanse of cloud. It's not cold, it's not hot. It's dreamlike. But there is this faint, creeping darkness. This entity from in your grasp that sparks in your mind in 1,000 voices screaming no, damning you. And at your back you can feel a presence suddenly shift, and where this almost beautiful silver sea of dreams before you spreads out, you turn your head a quarter and nightmares grip behind you. Black darkness, tentacles, teeth, gnashing and biting. A massive plane of nightmare that this entity is pushing you towards. Do you have any way out of the Astral Sea?
Boone just slowly turns back to look at the stars, and then just goes almost looks like home. And that's it.
These are the final words of Boone Vedette. As this entity pushed you from the Astral Sea, taking a piece of Mordenkainen's plane shift, and push you to the edge of where all realms end. from the sea of dreams to a plane of nightmare, beyond all consciousness, beyond all sanity. Boone is absorbed into the far realm and no more. In the remaining 6 seconds of that round back in Sigil, a silence falls. The machine inert. The thunderstorm above dissipates slowly. The Wildcards succeeded. The city of Sigil is saved. The general is dead. The Crimson Coin is not but ash and fleeing mercenaries with their tails between their legs. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
The dragon's still around.
Hey,
Probably so mad.
no. That is a character arc.
Boone Vidette. That's how you want to go. That's how you'd want to go.
Bastard, he could have just left the bomb.
That needs fan art. That needs fan art.
Oh.
Holy.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good. Poor little Hondo. When that 7 rolled up, it was like, oh boy.
Tried.
You
You
did.
tried. You
And
did.
who
a
knows what
valiant
happened there?
I would have just thrown it in the sewer.
It could have been worse. It could have been just as bad, if not worse, for you.
Think about this. I mean, like, on one hand, yeah, we had a failure from Hondo, but that meant Hondo stays in the campaign. Boone
You don't think
said-
he would have come back?
No, I was going to kill him.
He couldn't roll with stars back?
No, I wouldn't allow well, I mean, he could have tried, but there would have been 2 wisdom saves. That thing would have went hard at him. Keep him there and pull him into the far realm.
Oh my
You just-
god.
You just saved Hondo's life.
That was lucky.
That would have been
Oh my god.
Yeah, Hondo would have
Bad
been,
roll worked.
Hondo would have been, if he had succeeded the first wisdom save and was able to go to the actual sea, the DC would increase fully because the rounds would it would push out with the freedom to like exert its full force, and then the DC would have been insurmountable for Hondo's wisdom save. What's your wisdom save? 3?
3, I think.
If you rolled a natural 20, I'd probably give it to you. So 5% chance of success.
Yikes.
With no way to give yourself advantage, no way to give yourself.
And we just
anything.
wouldn't know. We'd just be fucking standing there.
Hondo would have been no more. And we would have had to figure that out. So,
We finally have to go to Triton stand and tell his parents.
boom, the dead.
And I
I hope-
legitimately forgot about that part. I was just like, ooh, okay, what am I going to dump on this one? I was checking, do I still have maneuvers left? Yes, I do.
And then you're just like, it's a 20. Fuck, I thought, like, I was so worried, what if Gord dies and we lose the knowledge?
Yeah.
I know.
Totally forgot about, this is terrible to say Voldemort's name. He could hear it. On our next episode, the Wildcards tie up loose ends in Sigil before heading out on their final adventure to stop the Revenant Vow once and for all. There will be a new episode out every other Tuesday, but for now, keep exploring.